Well, happy birthday, Boogie. The big 5-0. Woo! The big 5-0. You've made it a long time, especially with that gruesome bit of cancer you've got. Oh, must have been an arduous journey to the 50-year mark. Chad, are you ready to celebrate Boogie's big birthday bash with me? Oh, we've got such a celebration planned as we go over the final Boogie stream. Yesterday was a bit of a blowout. But first, let me get to how do I put this? Let me get to some other official business first. Let's get that intro song out of the way. There we go. You may have noticed they've mistakenly remonetized me for a minute. I doubt that's going to last very long, but I put little puddings and little itty bitty hamsters in for the memberships. Tiny itty bitty little hamsters and puddings. I've heard some people speculating, Keemstar pulled a few strings, got me my channel back. We all know YouTube is really big on the idea of mocking people who've gone through sexual abuse. That was the decision. That was the decision at YouTube headquarters. They said, hey, Keem, we need you to get Jim to make fun of Boogie about a traumatic childhood situation that he went through, and then we're going to remonetize him. We're going to let him get all the fucking dollary dues. But he's got to make that fat motherfucker cry. It's the first thing you got to do. So Keem was like, Eagle has landed. Let's send the message. Signal flares up in the air. Let's do this. Jim, you've got to dunk on him. You've got to come dunk on this fat-titted man and make him cry about this terrible tipple abuse. I was a man for the job. I was hired to come in and do it. Let's make it awkward and uncomfortable. That's what Jim's for. Then I got that email. Mission accomplished. We'll call you when we need you. We'll call you when we need you to go after more sex abuse victims, Jim. Check's in the mail. Check is in the mail. That's how corporate America works. That's how YouTube. We all know YouTube is just exactly like that. That's how it's set up. That's how it works. They love edgy shit. They love it. They're so down for it. It's the greatest way to get remonetized. Actually, it's my Tekken video, a shitpost video I put up. Got enough watch hours. Go figure. They greenlit the channel again. That was a mistake. So please remember, there's Ko-Fi and Cash App, and of course, hats for your hats for more hats. I think my wife has drawn more art and put it up on the store. We're a store-funded economy over here, so be sure to go over there and check that out. What a doozy. What a doozy of a couple of weeks. It's been very strange, this Boogie situation. I'm vaguely familiar with Boogie. I mean, we all are, kind of, right? We know that he exists as a content creator on the internet, and he has for a long time. We saw the spectacle of the cancer debacle unfold in real time. As Destiny came in and spanked his ass a little bit. And then we saw that kind of just tailspin over days, over the course of a week, really, as it just kind of built its own momentum. And during that time, all the channels that have been dedicated to calling out Boogie and talking about, all the lies and all the obfuscation. I can't say the word. I can't say that word. My tongue's not working. All the shenanigans. Let's go with shenanigans. But all his bullshit. All these channels that really were dedicated to cataloging his bullshit felt vindicated. We had old Jackson Clark vindicated. All the A-logs vindicated. Because they said, I don't really trust what's going on. I don't find it to be honest. And then finally he gets called out on it. And first he denies it after Destiny comes after him. Then the next stream comes. More evidence is presented. And the next stream comes. And finally he breaks. He cracks. He can't take it anymore. He finally admits that it's all bullshit. When he was waving his little phone in the air and saying that was his portal and he had the information on that and his roommate and everybody else could see it and it was all true, but he wouldn't send it to anybody. All bullshit. And I think most people picked up on that because who's going to refuse $80,000 to send a single screenshot? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't feasibly make any sense, especially at the tail end of a crypto scam. So it was a rough fucking patch of days there for the boogeyman. Crypto scam, get embarrassed by that, fake cancer, get nailed on that. How do we top that? Where does it go from there? Well, I've got a dark, dark stream for you today. to celebrate this 50th birthday of Boogies, which is actually his birthday today. He mentioned this like yesterday or the day before. We're going to go after one of his other larger claims and just see what we think about it. Because this is something else that apparently is a point of contention. And can you really blame people? Boogie's become the man that cried wolf. And now everything and anything that he's ever said or done is a suspect. After the crypto scam, after the cancer bullshit, can you really take his word at anything? And so this week has been weird. You have this all kind of playing out, and then people are hesitant. They don't really know when they're watching this, is this real? Is this just like a scripted kind of kayfabe thing? I couldn't tell you. Maybe Keemstar and the boys are cooking this back in the lab. I don't know. But the amount of reputational damage that Boogie has taken seems to be fucking extraordinary. Seems to me it'd be a little difficult to kind of pass that off as just a giggle for the boys. And so we come to the most uncomfortable subject matter of all. But first, let's kind of ease into it. So what happened when last we left off on Dragon Ball Z? Well, Boogie got busted for the crypto scam. Boogie got busted for the cancer scam. And it wasn't looking good. Keemstar threw him off the show. Said, I'm not going to work with you anymore. Allegedly bought him out of his 25% ownership. I guess he had 25% ownership of Local Live Podcast. And then demanded his play button, which he actually got. He sent it to him. He got his fucking play button. So it was kind of down in the dirt. So, how do you top that? Where do you go from there? Well, how about freaking the fuck out? So Keemstar, who for some reason pities Boogie more than I think any other person on the internet. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. It's just like he's this little retarded goof of a sidekick maybe. It's just he just has like in his heart he's got empathy for him. So he's trying to find some way to redeem this guy. And he was going to have him come on the show and talk about other stuff. But Boogie didn't take that so well. Had a little bit of a spaz out. A little bit of a tipple twisting, if you will. A bad incident took place. Boogie will probably not be on the show tomorrow. Oh, what happened to our Boogie man? What happened? Well, let's find out. Let's find out. A bad incident. I don't know what that could be. That could be anything. Last night I was forced to call the police on Boogie 2988. I'll explain everything tonight. Uh-oh. Call the police on Boogie? He's such a rational, insane person who never spurgs out. Why would you need to call the police on Boogie? What could possibly be going on? Well, let's see what the show topic was. Oh, God. Buckle up, audience. We're going fucking dark today. Let's take a look.
Has been saying throughout the years that different stories about his abuse, and they do not match up. Now, this is a known liar, a known manipulator, right? And here people have gone throughout the years and they got statements. In 2012, he said this. In 2016, he said this. And they don't match. They don't link up. So all this was put together on a screenshot. And I'll show you the screenshot in a minute, but I don't want to derail the show by looking for it.
Uh-oh. Are we going to be talking about childhood abuse? That's a dangerous subject. Chat, can we what would we call it? See, I forgot. Like, we're on YouTube now, right? And motherfuckers are scared to make videos where they even say anything like, you can't say the word kill or abuse or gun. Suicide's a no-no. Can't say blood or gore. You never notice how they all fucking censor themselves now? They put the little little asterisks in the word. You ever read a title? It's annoying as fuck. Try to go watch a true crime thing now, where they talk about murder and suicide. Words can't be said. But we're going to be talking about childhood abuse, which is like the big boy subject to be talking about. Nice and dark. Really monetizable, isn't it? So can we get a CA in chat for childhood abuse? Can we spam that to thank YouTube for the remonetization? Oh, Jim's been remonetized. Wonder what he's going to talk about. Dark fucking childhood abuse. Let's go! Yeah. Thank you, Susan. Oh, no, Susan doesn't work here anymore, does she? Oh, that's right. Yes, chat. You have to say unalive. Can't say suicide. No. Unalive is the word. There are a lot of words we can't say anymore. Lots of CAs in the chat. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you for the $1 dues. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Probably going to be getting a little mad at me. A tiny bit upset at me. Okay. So, we're headed into dark territory, aren't we? Let's see where this goes. Because this was Keem's idea. You know, let's take it from the perspective that Keem is on the level. I know some people are like, "Oh, this is kayfabe," but let's say it's on the level. He's really doing like a P.T. Barnum thing with this motherfucker. He's like, "Hey, Boogie, I want you to come on the show and let's talk about what a fuck up you are with that crypto scam." And then after he gets trounced on that, he's like, "Hey, Boogie, this guy that hates you and who you hate, Destiny, he's gonna come on here and he's gonna shit right in your mouth about the faking cancer." And then after that, he's like, "Hey, hey, Boogie, we're gonna bring you on because people think you made up the whole 'I've been abused' thing. We're gonna make a whole show out of it." And Boogie's just like a whipped puppy dog at this point. Keeps just counting those coins. Oh, but let's see where it goes. This is just a setup. Why would you have to call the police? Well, we're going to find out.
And so
you can look for it. I want to make a comment if you want to look for it.
Okay, go ahead.
I question Boogie on this particular point myself because I never knew he was like in the situation where like he was lying about being abused as a child. I figured he got hit by his mother, but like I heard that he like had to give his like father a blowjob and jerk him off and all this other shit.
Oh, family-friendly content. Hey, everybody, grab your kids. Set them around the computer. We're watching the local live. Let's have Wings run that one back. It's exploitable clips.
As a child, I figured he got hit by his mother, but like I heard that he like had to give his like father a blowjob and jerk him off and all this other shit. And then we had his.
Now, come on. What Thanksgiving does that not happen at? I don't know where you prudes grew up, but that was common occurrence in the old Augustine home. Hey, Jimmy boy, come on over. Daddy's got a turkey leg for you. Dad, that's not a turkey leg. Keep your mouth shut. Sell those fucking hats.
His brother owned the podcast variation of the show, and his brother stated that his father would come home work late. He mainly drunk. He was never mean to Boogie. And I'm like, this is the same guy that said he made Boogie give him a blowjob? Like, it didn't add up in that situation. I called Boogie on it on a show probably about 3 or 4 episodes ago, and he kind of like swiped it under the rug.
Yeah.
Now, this is actually an important thing because we're going to. I want to show one of the manipulation tactics of Boogie. I mean, this is a dark conversation, don't get me wrong. We'll touch on that. But I've set this up, and we're going to jump around time-wise rather than going chronologically because I want you to be amazed at the manipulation tactic you're going to see. And it starts right here. What is Wings telling you? Wings is telling basically everybody, and this is true, that Boogie has gone on and he's talked about this on other shows. He's familiar with this, or at least kind of has a base knowledge of it. Boogie has gone on other podcasts. He's talked about it on streams. He's talked about it in tweets and on blog posts. This is not something that he's kept confidential. Okay, he has discussed it, and Wings is bringing up that I heard this and I heard this. That'll be important for later, but just remember that bit.
Yeah. These stories just are not linking up. They're not, people. And so I do have the graphic now. I'm gonna throw it up on screen. And then I'll be able to tell you how everything got fucking absolutely insane after this. All right, bear with me. Here it is. I'm bringing it over. I don't know if you guys can see this or not.
Okay, how fantastic is it that he has a look at Boogie's? I don't know who made this infographic, but they got him smiling. Look at the smiles on his face and big fucking font at the top. Boogie lied about being raped. And it's nothing but quotes. Tons of fucking quotes related to all sorts of shit he said over the years. This was the subject Gabe wanted to talk about. Imagine being Boogie. Imagine being Boogie sitting at home like, how much worse can it get? God, they've already found out about the crypto scam. They already know about the cancer shit. And you turn on Lolcow Live, and there's your co-host with his fucking infographic that said you lied about being raped, and there's your big smiling fucking face. And they even made it with his fake teeth one where they did the skin in purple. So, like, it makes his chompers stick out even more. Oh, that is brutal shit.
Because it is kind of small text. But this is just a graphic that's going around that has all these different statements of Boogie being abused and Boogie's R word allegations. And if you read through this and take the time, they don't link up. And on this graphic, in the bright red, he talks about his mother's abuse, in the blue, his father, and in the pink, his sister. And these things don't link up. They just don't. So there's a lie somewhere. Okay. There is a lie somewhere.
Okay. So that's the show opener. That's how it starts. Why did Boogie need the police called on him? Well, Keem's explaining, I'm going to do a show talking about the abuse allegations. Now, the two important things to note as we go forward with this, and it is going to be important to kind of show the manipulation. Boogie or Wings is already familiar, right? He's like, oh yeah, I've heard this stuff. And then you hear what Keem said. Well, these are quotes from this family member and this family member and this family member, or I'm sorry, about them, right? That he said publicly on different forums or in different entertainment avenues, podcasts, blogs, whatever it may be. You'll see why that's important later on, but let's jump into an interesting piece to kind of follow this up.
Boogie says, I will not talk about my abuse on the show. It's too hard for me. Left it at that.
Bull fucking shit. Like he talks about it all the fucking time. Before I even met Boogie, I knew about his abuse, and I try to keep things privately, especially if you do them in private with me.
I love the idea of that. I mean, I know this is dark. Okay, I understand that what we're talking about is very dark, but the humorous side of it is what Wings is saying, based on his previous statement, is before he ever met the first day he met Boogie, in Wings' head was the thought, this dude this dude sucked his dad's dick. Is basically what he said. I've heard about it everywhere. It's what Wings is saying. Like the first thought that popped into his head is, oh yeah, you're the guy that sucked your father's cock. Nice to meet you. I do YouTube videos, by the way.
But like we were driving over to your house the first day when we went up to Buffalo. The very first day when you wanted to come, we had like pizza and wings. We had to go pick the food up, right? And Boogie's on the phone in the backseat of the truck with his sister. And his sister is like chewing him out because she's calling him a liar and think this never happened to me and this kind of stuff. But I only had half the conversation because all I could hear is on the stuff.
What Wings just said is very, very interesting.
It's even more interesting and important than I think Keem even realized, because it plays in again to this manipulation tactic that Boogie will use and the lies that he will facilitate. Like Wings is saying in two things, right? Now we've got two things. One, he's familiar with these stories because they were out there. Keem said he saw them in the infographic. And then Wings is following it up by basically saying, hey, I was in the car ride coming up. This was, I think, like some party they had over at Keem's house. When we're in the truck, the car, whatever the fuck it is, he's having this conversation with a family member talking about, this stuff. And they're upset saying it's not true. It's bullshit. Don't bring it up. Don't bring this subject up. Understandable. And then Boogie follows that up by saying, this is why they don't want me to talk about it online. Again, understandable. Now, just keep those little nuggets in your head, because prepare to be amazed. Prepare to be amazed. Oh, and I should say, to set this, let me back this up for 1 second. To set this up, this is later on in the stream. All right. What you saw was at the very beginning of the stream. This is later on. This is about 2 or 3 hours into it. And Mood is going to bring up basically what Wings brought up just a second ago, what you had just seen, what Wings had said. I heard a half a conversation. He was having a conversation with a family member. Okay? Now, Mood is going to bring this back up because when we went into this subject, right, Boogie had said, there are certain things I don't want to talk about. Okay? We get it. That's fine. There's certain people I want to keep vague, or third parties I don't want to bring into it. Okay? That's fine too. But yeah, what Wings has said and what that infographic shows is Boogie talks about this all the time. And even more importantly, he talked about it like 3 days ago in front of Wings. So now Muda is going to ask him, well, wait a minute. So here we go. Am I muted? I don't know. Did my mic die on me here? Hold on 1 second here. Hold on 1 second here, chat. We might have an issue. It's showing me good to go. It's showing me the audio is working. Here we go. Am I muted? I don't know. Okay, no, I'm listening to the stream. You're all fucking with me. Maybe I was muted before. Maybe I have to redo that. Do I have to redo that segment? Is Boomer Jim fucking it up again? Ah, God damn it, Boomer Jim. Boomer Jim, what are you doing? Grabbing the moonshine, getting drunk, selling hats, Boomer Jim, having flashbacks to the turkey legs your daddy made you suck at Thanksgiving, Boomer Jim? What the fuck? Boomer Jim. All right. I can reset that bit up. We can do it again. That's fine. That's fine. I don't care. I'm going to pull a Ralph mail. Let me pull up a Ralph mail clip. Boomer Jim's going to get all fucked up on the zanies like Ralph mail would.
Yeah. 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 We need more. Yes. 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 We need more. Yes. 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 This is bullfuck shit. This is bull.
Oh, I really don't have any. We're not going to really cover Ralph. The casino's got him covered, I think. But just a few clips here and there. In case I ever boomer it up, I've got something to go to to show you what the alternative. Yes, yes, bring me more. Ooh, bring me more. With the nice music in the background. It's very nice. Works out very well. All right, but back to where we were. God, I've just fucking it all up. Okay, let's see in a graphic. That's his sister playing Twister with his sister, his poor little tipples. All right. So maybe I was muted. I don't know how much you heard of that. But we're going into it. Wing says he's familiar with it. Boogie's introduced it to him. He's heard it everywhere. Keem's familiar with it. Even brought it up. There was a conversation at the very beginning of the stream about it. Now later on, 2 hours in, Muda's going to jump in and say, that's weird. What about this? Before I jump in before past Jim has something to say. You see where we're like, this is very strange. What you're going to watch kind of play out here as we jump around the timeline of this stream is Boogie basically trying to pull one over and make it seem like Wings is crazy. He's gaslighting him. What clip are we talking about? The clip itself is muted? I'm being told the clip is muted. Is that what the problem was? Let me go here and check. How could the clip be muted? Oh my god, it is muted. Is that what they meant? Oh my god, I'm fucking retarded. Okay. Okay. All right, I see. I misunderstood. My wife had to come down and slap me on the head. And it's like, how fucking retarded are you, bro? What are you doing? The clip is muted. It's playing fine for me, but I had the wrong audio properties. I had the wrong audio properties set up, and it wasn't playing properly. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Horribly embarrassing. Okay. 14th time's the fucking charm, really. 14th time is the goddamn charm. I hope. Oh, I thought you guys were talking about like my mic is fucked up, and I'm like, I've got green on my mic. Why would that be screwed up? playing the clip repeatedly. A fucking confused old man, doesn't know what he's doing. Boy, I bet you're really happy that you're paid for those memberships now, aren't you, kids? By the way, don't forget to hit those memberships and super chats and Ko-Fi and Cash App and buy a hat while you're at it. All right, let's fucking one more time. Let's start her
At the
up
very
again.
beginning, before you.
No, you be quiet, Buddha. I need to make sure that this clip actually works. Holy shit. Okay, it should work now. We should be good. Okay, old man, here we go.
At the very beginning, before you
Why
joined the
doesn't it
stream,
finish?
Wings, you were talking about like. Apparently, you guys were like earlier in the like in a vehicle, and like Boogie was on the phone with the sister, and she was like mad because she was
Yes.
lying about stuff.
Yes.
Because he
When
was lying about-
were you on the phone with my sister?
No, I wasn't. You were on the phone in the back of the truck.
Oh shit!
You were talking to your sister, and she was
No, I wasn't.
upset at you. Yes.
No, I
were.
wasn't. I didn't call my sister. What are you talking about?
Your sister called you. I
No,
haven't.
she
I even know.
didn't. During this trip to New York, that's
Yeah,
a
the
Wings, how are you going to sit there and tell me this guy doesn't lie when you're recalling
did-
something
I
and he's
did
telling
not.
you you're a
He's
fucking liar to
fucking
your
lying.
face, Wings?
He's fucking lying. No,
He's
I did
calling
not
you a
talk to my
fucking liar,
sister.
Wings.
I don't talk to
You
my
call my
sister.
wife in here. She was in the truck.
Okay, so here we go. They're getting into their argument. Who's getting gaslit? What did this conversation take place? But what does Boogie say? I don't talk to my sister. He even goes on further to say later on, I've never talked to her. I don't talk to her. I haven't talked to her in a year. What are you talking about? You're crazy. And Wings is like, what the fuck are you talking about? And this is one of the things I try to bring up with these guys, is he does this to them point blank without any hesitation. When Muda offered to do like 50 grand for this medical documentation showing he had cancer, Boogie said, no, I don't trust Muda. He's a liar. He wouldn't actually pay me. When Wings recounts the story, no, Wings is a liar. That never happened. When Boogie spazzes out on stream, he says, oh, it's Keem's fault. He forced me to do it. He forced me at gunpoint. First off, you got like 800 pounds on Keem. Secondly, the dude's like 5 foot tall, Boogie. All right, what is he going to bite your ankles? What do you mean you were forced to do this? What is it? 'Cause it blames Keem. Oh, it's all Keem's fault. Buddha's a liar. Wings is full of shit. All projection. Pure fucking projection. But now here we are. Muda brings it up. What about this conversation? Because, Boogie, I don't want to talk about these people. And he's like, well, wait a minute. I mean, you're talking about it in this truck ride. He's trying to make Wings look crazy. Wings will bring his wife in to verify that he is not insane.
Go right ahead. You're mistaken.
Wings, you're defending a guy that's painting you as
Why
the
would I
asshole.
lie about this? Why would I lie about this? You are mistaken. I was not on the phone with
don't
my
increase
sister.
your voice, Wings. Your wife knows. Can she be an eyewitness to this?
Oh yeah, bring her in.
We should get
Boogie,
the eyewitness.
Boogie, I
Fucked
think
up.
you need to really refresh your memory. Why would Wings lie about
Desi.
that?
Hey Desi, come here.
Why would Wings lie? Wings ain't
Desi.
lying about that. Come on.
Desi, come
I
here.
don't see any reason Wings would benefit
Hold on.
from lying
I'm
about
gonna
that.
bring my
Why
turn.
would Wings lie about that shit?
Hold
All
on.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we got Wings versus Boogie. Both of their women are coming in to testify. Did Boogie, on the way to Keemstar's 4th of July party, talk to his sister about the abuse on the phone and Wings overheard it? Or did Wings make this story up? We got Desi versus Kelly, Boogie versus Wings, and Lies versus the hardcore truth. Here we go.
So here we go. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think Wings' wife is going to say? Because this apparently they were the 4 people in the vehicle, is what I'm assuming. It was Wings and his wife, and then I'm guessing Boogie and his girlfriend. So, Boogie's out there saying, this never happened, no conversation. I don't talk to my sister, haven't talked to her in a year. No contact in a year.
The camera down. They don't have to.
Let's go.
Wings for Keemstar,
Yes.
and we had Desi and Boogie in the backseat of the car.
Okay,
Yes.
hold on.
Was Boogie on the phone?
Yes.
Was Boogie on the phone with his sister?
Yes.
Oh, boom. So now you're going to have to try to convince me, right? You're going to have to try and convince me that not only is Wings, for no reason whatsoever, making this up, pulled it out of his ass for the fun of it, but his wife decided to, too. His wife that likes to fuck with him and troll him on occasion just decides, oh, you know what, instead of taking that opportunity to just cause him a little mischief, no, I'm just going to agree with him. So these two people corroborate what's being said. Yeah, there was a conversation. He was on the phone with his sister. Now, Boogie, on the other hand, has turned his camera to point at the table. And the minute he does, his dogs start going ballistic. And listen to his girlfriend in the back. It's like a hostage, like an ISIS video.
Okay.
Boom.
Good.
All right. So here's the question.
Even the
Desi.
dog fucking
Desi,
backed
hold
that
on.
up.
Desi, when we were on the way to the 4th, when we were on the way to the 4th of July party, okay, did I talk to anybody on the phone?
No.
Did I get a text from my sister? Remember?
I don't remember you getting a text from your sister. I mean, I honestly don't. I mean, if she did.
But
don't
did I
remember.
talk to my sister on the
No.
phone while we were in the back of the truck?
No.
God.
Of course not.
No, you didn't.
Ooh, this is getting good.
Now the reality of it is I did get a text from her, but I didn't call her.
Oh, the reality of it. Because just a moment ago, we heard that you haven't talked to her in a year. But now you're getting it. Now maybe it's a text. I wasn't on the phone with my sister at all. Now he walks it back. Maybe it was a text. Maybe I was on the phone with her. But you're totally wrong. You saw me having a phone conversation. That doesn't exist. It's in your head. It's fictitious. Wings, you're imagining things. Mr. Wings.
I don't have any calls to my sister. I haven't talked to my sister on the phone in over a year.
Haven't talked to her in over a year. We're going to find out that's a big old fucking lie. Oh, it's a big old lie.
I did talk to you about my sister.
Oh my God, did it do it again? Holy shit. All right, hold on, chat. I need to go through my stupid fucking clips because now they're all doing it. I don't know why it reverted to doing this. Sorry. I've got it. It's killing me. It's killing me. God, Jim, you're killing your own momentum. Old man. How many of these clips is that going to... Oh, God, I hope it doesn't do it on all of them. It's got this thing where it'll play through your headphones, but it's supposed to do headphones and speakers. Jim keeps setting the wrong one up. I'm going to blame that on my goofballs. Make sure that this is properly set up. I think we're properly set up. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's back it up a second. We'll continue the momentum. Continue it on. The point is to show you the manipulation tactic in real time, which is what you're witnessing. Wings has a vivid recollection of what happened in that fucking truck. His wife backs him up completely on it. Boogie says there was no conversation whatsoever that happened, hasn't talked to his sister in a year, but maybe it was a text message. It's gaslighting the shit out of him, and it continues on.
Goes, this is why I can't say anything on the internet about my sister.
Yes, because of a text. I did not talk to her on the phone.
So you're saying Wings and his wife are liars?
No, I just think they're mistaken.
No, they're lying.
Are
No,
you
they're
sure?
mistaken.
Wait, Wings. Are you sure it wasn't a text? Are you sure? Did you hear him talking to his sister directly?
This is where it's muddy. You got me questioning myself, but
Of course
he
I
was
do,
on-
because you're
he was-
fucking wrong.
He was on the phone, and after he got off the phone, he talked about his sister and the internet stuff.
I did talk to you about my sister, but it's not because I talked to her, because I didn't talk
And
to
he
her.
was doing
I
one of these
talked-
Wings, like phone up to the ear on the phone talking to someone.
Don't get
Yeah.
confused. You have an eyewitness, Kelly. Ask her and just clarify.
I got a
that
question.
point.
Wait, Boogie. We can
Yeah,
settle
ask
this.
Kelly if she
Wait,
knew I was specifically on the
we
phone. with
can
my
settle
sister.
this out right now. Go back to July 3rd on your phone and see if you
Okay.
made a call to your sister or she made a call to you.
Okay.
Scroll back to July 3rd. It would have been July 3rd, right?
So this would have been the date that this party's going on. This is also, I suppose we're watching two kind of manipulation tactics, but this is, getting lost in the details, the minutia of small things that don't matter, and then arguing a point that's even smaller to kind of try to derail the main thrust of what the conversation is, which we'll get into because we haven't even got into that yet, right? But this is really to kind of show it, because I think what I'm going to set up here is something very interesting. You're going to see play out between the beginning of this call and the end of it, and it has specifically to do with Wings. That's why it's kind of set up like it is, specifically because he was in that truck for that conversation. There's another thing that's mentioned earlier on that I think it really ties it all together. So we're just going to watch this play out, because now Boogie, who had said, I want to keep other family members out of it, yada yada yada, decides he's just going to call everybody he knows and brings them on the fucking stream. because it's the warmest, happiest subject matter to talk about.
Yeah, July 3rd. It was that day. It's the day we brought all that pizza and wings to your house.
Yep, July 3rd.
No,
Ladies
sir.
and
No, sir. No, sir. I talked to my roommate. I talked to Desi on that date. I talked to Jordy.
How about you show us instead of telling us? Just show the.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Hold on.
sure. There's some phone numbers on here that I don't necessarily want to show, but I'll send it to. I don't want to
screenshot and send it to me right now.
Yep. Absolutely. Here's the entire of it, and as you can see, my fingers have not deleted anything.
I might have been mistaken on the call, but he was.
Oh, 'cause you are.
Because he was
'Cause you
actively
are.
talking to his sister. Via
To
text.
be clear, though, you can delete call history.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
just thought you swipe a finger. So
But
I
even
don't know.
he's walking it back. Even he's walking.
Well, I'm
it
walking it back
because
because I'm
he's
not
being
100%
gaslit
sure.
right now.
There's no.
Right. Mood is correct. He is being gaslit right now. Because you can see that Boogie already acquiesced to the point that, yeah, there was a conversation of some form with his sister who he said he had no contact with for a year. And you'll find out even there's the lie upon lies. But they're so scattered out that it's kind of hard. Like, until you kind of like sit back and you watch it in retrospect and you really get a good look at it, you don't really start to sync them up. But then when you do, it's kind of like, holy shit. It's like you just lie about anything. Inconsequential shit that shouldn't matter. Small, minute details that just don't fucking matter. He just does.
No gaslighting. Desi knows I.
But
did.
I do know
I have
for a
not
fact.
talked to my sister. Hold on a second. Hold on. We're gonna call my sister. Fuck it.
But I
Been dancing around
I
third
know.
parties.
I'm entirely certain I didn't talk to her on the 3rd.
Hey,
Hey, when was the last time I talked to you on the phone?
dang, I don't know. I can't remember.
Was it July 3rd? Just this last July?
Maybe.
Oh, and one common theme throughout this is Keem Keem had problems not laughing about the side. I think he wanted to treat this with like kid gloves and maturity. Really, it's a very dark subject matter. And Boogie started talking about getting his balls whacked, and Keem lost his shit, started laughing, and he's like, "That's highly inappropriate." So throughout the majority of the stream, he kept putting a box over his head. And I'm guessing it's maybe the accent of the person speaking is what's making him giggle right now. And he doesn't want that to be clipped and look like he's just a complete asshole. I don't mind, though. I am a complete asshole.
Maybe or certain? I need to know for certain.
I would have to go through my call log or my text messages.
Can you do that for us real quick? I'm on live stream right now, by the way.
Oh, hang on.
Okay.
You want me to do it while I got you on the phone?
Yes, please, if you don't mind.
Okay, hang on.
I'll say something for.
I don't know how these goddamn fangled things work. They got these digital signals. They're sending them through the teleloops or something. You're on the goddamn computer. I don't know how'd you fit in there, fat boy. This fucking thing's tiny. Let me figure this out now. If I hit one of these keys here, something happened. Oh, goddamn, the garage door opened. I don't think this is a fucking phone at all. I think I've been tricked by communists.
Certain Boogie's sister sounds like she can cook some good fried chicken.
I agree.
Is that racist, by the way? Do you mean that racist?
How is that racist?
Hey, you brought up curry with Muda. You brought up curry with Muda.
Because my nephews and nieces are black?
What?
Your sister ain't black.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
How the fuck we gonna know that?
The 19th.
Now, did you catch that? Let's back that up. Listen to what she says. Here we go.
Sister ain't black.
What does that even mean? Oh, it's coming up. What does that even mean?
How the fuck we gonna know that?
The 19th.
On the 19th. Remember, they're looking for the date of the 2nd or the 3rd. But Boogie here has been saying, I haven't talked to my sister in a year. In a year. Oh, on the 19th. Not the 2nd or the 3rd. On the 19th, I talked to you. But you just said you never talked to her for a fucking year.
Just the only date that matters is the 3rd. Can you confirm I didn't call you or you didn't
Or the
call me on the
2nd.
3rd? Well, no, he's saying it took place on the 3rd.
I mean, what exactly are you asking me?
Whether or not you and I talked on the phone on July 3rd.
Listen here, computer voice. I don't fucking know what you want. Are you calling me up, asking me to open garage doors? I'm fucking confused over here. Tell me you fit inside a computer. You're too goddamn big to fit in a computer.
Honey, I never erase anything, so it would take me about 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, do you have a remembrance of us talking on the 3rd?
What do we talk about?
I didn't call you. I don't think I called you on the 3rd. Do you remember me calling you on the 3rd?
Say, talk about the abuse. Say that.
Well, no.
I mean, every time we talk, there's a topic.
Every time we talk, there's a topic. But wait a minute. You didn't talk to her. See what I mean? Do you see? We've already got like 3 lies piled up on top of each other. What do we have so far? One, he's trying to gaslight fucking Wings into thinking no phone conversation ever took place. That he had no conversation at all in any form. But then he acquiesces and says, okay, I texted. But I've never talked to her, not in a year. Then it's, July the 19th we talked. And then every time we talk. But you don't talk to her at all. So it's kind of baffling. Why lie about shit? Like, what would the point of that be?
Birthday or something with the kids. Oh, was it when Michaela graduated?
Yeah, I think we texted about that day, actually. Hold on, let me check.
We did.
Yeah, we did not. There was no phone call, though, correct?
I don't think so, because you told me tell her congratulations
All right.
blah.
Thank you. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.
Why? What's the point?
I don't know. They're just being fucking
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 20,000 live concurrent viewers trying to find out if Boogie spoke to his sister on July 3rd. This is the most exciting content in the fucking world.
Hey, here's the other thing. I don't think I texted her on that day either.
Okay. No, he's going for broke. Come on. Bro, come the fuck on. You've just got, I haven't talked to her in a year. We find out, you do talk to her. Why even lie about it? Doesn't make any sense. There's no point in lying about that in particular. And then it's, I did text her. Now it's, no, I didn't text her. His mood is like staring him down. Like, you could be fucking with your phone. Because remember, during the cancer thing, he waved his phone around saying, I've got the evidence here. I've got the evidence here. A lot of people were speculating, he just needs a day or two to doctor up some fucking shit to inspect Element and send off some bullshit screen caps. You just said you did.
I know. I think I might have, but that's the only thing.
Dude, there's no way Wings is making this up out of thin air, and Kelly is backing him up.
I discussed my sister that day. I just didn't call her. I'm telling you, I discussed.
She never confirmed or denied it, by the way, too.
Okay, well then you guys are gonna have to.
So Wings, what did he say exactly? Yeah, by the way, he's right. Mood is right. There was no confirmation one way or the other. No confirmation one way or the other. But let's, again, back up. And here's where it gets interesting. What started Boogie in his tailspin, right? What made him actually freak out to the point that the police had to be called? Oh, and before we even do it, I'm going to double check the goddamn audio to make sure it works. So I'm not sitting here and doing this again. Okay, it should work. I don't know why all my clips have reset themselves. It's goblins. Little fucking hat goblins have come in and are fucking with my audio. I don't know why it's doing it. Little demons. But they did. But we should be good. But this should be the clip. I think that'll be enlightening.
So this piques my interest. I call Boogie. No answer. Whatever. Go on with my day. About 10 minutes later, I get a call from Boogie. And he's huffing and puffing on the fucking phone. Like he's hyperventilating. Mike's on the other line. So it's the 3 of us, me, kid behind the camera, Mike, and Boogie. And Boogie goes, you are not going to talk about my sexual abuse on the show. And I go, well, I mean, people are canceling you for this. Don't you want to address it? You are not going to do it. And he's fucking losing his mind, screaming and fucking yelling. Within about 5 minutes of this conversation, I tell Boogie, fine, I won't bring it up, but Wings might bring it up, and then he lost it.
So what started Boogie on his big freak out that made them want to call the police on him, that made him start suicide baiting like crazy towards this group of people? Here's my hypothesis. Wings was privy to a conversation that was embarrassing to Boogie related to this exact subject. Boogie remembered that fucking conversation and remembered that Wings was there. And when Keem says Wings might bring it up, that was the shit that broke the dam. That was when the waters were let loose. You could see he gaslit fucking Wings and his wife the second he could. There was no conversation. There were no text messages. Nothing ever happened. I don't even talk to that person. I haven't talked to him for a year. And yet, in the span of this entire podcast, he's shown to be lying about all of it. But what started it? Wings. Wings heard something Wings shouldn't have heard. And Boogie flipped out. Because he knew Wings would call his ass out on it if he remembered, because Wings has been a lot more vocal lately in saying whatever the fuck Wings wants to say. That is my honest belief. So what did that freak out look what did that freak out look like? Oh boy. Oh, hold on. Again, I've got to check every fucking clip. Okay. Let's get that one ready to go. It give you a little taste of what would it be like. Well, when people say Boogie was like spurging out, what was he what was that like? Here's a little taste of what that would be like.
Big man on dick. Buy a hat for your hat.
Let him know. Go off, Queen. Go off, Queen.
I'm not interested. Just let me get through it, Dan.
You got this.
Matt, shut the fuck up. Let me get through it, motherfucker. I begged you not to make me talk about this on the show. I begged you.
You crushed it.
I begged you, Dan. I begged you.
You crushed it. You did very good tonight.
I fucking begged you.
You did. What's going on over there?
His fucking stream died. He's pounding the table. I begged you, Dan. Yes, that's right. Buy half for your hat. I need to incorporate that into commercial. I need to make that part of my commercial. I just want you to have an idea, like, in your head when we move on to the next clip and we're talking about, like, what's going on over here? Let me get this next clip ready. What's going on over here? What kind of freakout are we talking about? Well, I can tell you, it's probably that. It's probably him springing out, flailing his arms around. And screaming about, unaliving. Oh, that's right. I've got to use the new kosher terms. Unaliving himself. Yeah, now Kim goes into details about this.
And he hangs up the phone on me and Mike and starts FaceTiming me, okay? He starts FaceTiming me, and it got so scary that I hit record, and I didn't actually record this part. But what Boogie did on FaceTime to me was so insane. He was screaming and yelling. He's fucking has a bottle of pills, and I don't know what kind of pills they are, but he's putting them in his fucking mouth, right? And he's acting like he's gonna eat them, and he's punching himself in the fucking head, and then he's grabbing hunks of hair and pulling out hunks. I'm telling you, his hand.
You got that recorded?
I don't have that part recorded, but I have some of the yelling and screaming.
So there's Boogie calling him up after he told him, oh, maybe Wings is going to bring it up. Maybe Wings is going to talk about it. Maybe Wings will remember that conversation in that truck, Boogie, and bring it up on a stream. And what's he do? Grabs a pill bottle, starts smacking himself in the face, going full tard rage, ripping his hair out, looking like a complete fucking lunatic. And then Keem's got like some of this recorded, and he looks like an angry dog. He looks like a dog that you took a toy away from.
On my fucking phone, because the FaceTime was so insane.
I've seen him yell and scream before, but like, at what point do you start calling this dude's bluff? Because he does this every fucking time he doesn't get his way. It's like a kid in the fucking drugstore and unhappy he didn't get a car.
You see that? See, that's been Wings for the last week. He's been calling him out on his bullshit a lot. And I really, truly do think when we looked at those earlier clips about the sister shit and the lie and him saying that Wings was just off base, that he was worried Wings would have a recollection and bring it up because Wings has been just firing off shots.
Like, this is what it is. I mean, he could be taking homeopathic pills, as far as you know. And those are basically nothing.
Now, this is
chalk.
I don't know if you guys can see this. This is after the head of hair. Now, remember, this is a FaceTime, and I'm screen recording it on my phone, so there's no audio. But can you see that? Look at him.
I want to see.
He looks like a mad sad dog. Look at this
His hair
shit.
pull. 'Cause I don't see no big splotches of hair.
It
missed
didn't
out here.
happen. I didn't get the hair pull. I didn't get the hair pull in the video. But he's
He reminds me of my pets. He fucking reminds me of my pets. Like, this is what my dogs look like when I like playing with like a chew toy with them. If we're like doing tug of war. Like, really, look at this. Look at, like, imagine living with this level of just those faces. Goddamn! I need to make Luma like do a like a refreshed version of this, and like really expand it out with some AI.
see that? Look at him.
I want to see this hair
Don't
pull.
you take my
I don't
chew
see
toy.
no big splotches of hair.
It
missed
didn't
out here.
happen. I didn't get the hair pull. I didn't get the hair pull in the video. But he's just fucking, look at that.
You know, if you got on the phone with him about an hour a day, he'd be in such good fucking shape.
He's just fucking losing it. Like, completely losing it.
Oh, what this guy, man? This fucking guy. What must it be like to be his friend? You're like, oh God, who am I gonna talk to today? Oh, it's Boogie. I wonder what am I in store for today? Is he gonna wow me with a crypto scam? Is it gonna be more fake cancer shit? Is he gonna bark like a dog on FaceTime and threaten to fucking throw himself off a bridge? What's the Boogster gonna do today? What's gonna happen with our Boogman? Is he gonna invite me on down and make me a member of the sub club? Am I gonna be a member of the sub club? Oh boy.
One for me and one for my hooker. One for me and one for the hooker.
Welcome to the sub club.
One for me and one for my hooker.
Oh
Welcome
yeah.
to the sub club.
One for the hooker. One for me and one for the hooker. One for me and one for the hooker.
Oh, this guy, man, this fucking, it just doesn't end. I'm a little it's a little staggering, really, when you kind of line up the lies and you see just the bullshit. And so, I mean, that really was the thrust of what the stream was going to be about. It was going to go over this, and it is a dark subject. It is a touchy subject. I get it. People were uncomfortable with it. I get that too. But it was like he was already fucking with people about details, small details, to try to and the wings thing, it just adds up. And then he's barking like a dog and ripping his hair out and smacking himself in the face. He's just going full time with it. Doesn't care. He's full on. Fuck it. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna have to pause all these clips when I start them up to make sure that their audio is playing properly. So give me a second. But it continues because Gabe gets into the story of having to, I guess, call a welfare check. Not exactly 100% sure how this works. It's not like you're, swatting somebody. It's not sending the police there with an armed response. But, this guy's talking like a maniac and eating pills like they're Tic Tacs, I suppose, is what's going on. But let's hear it.
The entire time, I'm going to kill myself. 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 All right. Like, he hit me with the suicide.
Dude, I'd have hit him with, make sure you do it outside so they don't have to take the wall out of your house so we can sell it for highest value.
Oh, no mercy. Page 5 pimp coming in from the top rope with no fucking mercy. Wings he's really coming out of his shell. He's like, I'm just going to dunk on this motherfucker. Keep the spotlight off my ass. Oh, we're going to have to cut a wall in his house. Fat motherfucker. Go on. He's like basically telling him, make sure to upload it to Live Leaks.
It got to the point where I started getting scared. So then I hit up the group chat, right? Let me go back to the fucking group chat with us. What did I even say in there? Oh, this is so fucking stupid. Man, we talked about a lot on this. I tagged you. I said I may have to call the cops on Boogie. He just called me with kid behind the camera. He's pulling out his hair, big hunks of hair. He put a shit ton of pills in his mouth. I'm not sure if he swallowed them or not. He's saying he's 100% going to kill himself if he has to answer any questions about his abuse. And I already told him that he wouldn't, and he doesn't believe me. And, I'm not going to say what Muta was saying, but basically I went to the group chat for help. I didn't know really what to do. And he's kept texting me fucking suicidal shit. I'm saying that's it. So I fucking called the cops.
Do you
on him.
actually believe that though? Do you actually fucking believe that shit? Like, I understand what you're saying. You're saying if I don't believe him, that 10% of him that might happen. What if he does it? I'll have it on my conscience, right?
Yeah.
But like he said it so many fucking times, it's gotten to the point that it's hindrance to believe him.
I mean, he's right. This is something that Boogie has become well known for. Is he pulls this out? This is his trump card. Anytime the heat gets a little too hot, anytime things get a little too feisty, anytime it's a little too inconvenient to address or to deal with, he's always ready to jump to the, I'm going to unalive myself. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to go do something terrible to myself. And it's the best deflection he's had. Well, until he was, he got the cancer thing. He used that for a little while and the abuse stuff for a little while. But this is just the cream of the crop for him. It's the go-to. It's a standard, really. And I think, even Wings has seen through it at this point. And I think if you watch any of Boogie's like interactions on social media, you've probably heard stories about this, where he'd get into fights with some creator, and this is the shit that he'd be saying stuff like this in the DMs. Or he gets into an argument on a stream and he'd go right to it. Always the fallback. But of course, it keeps on going. Just like we've been going for an entire hour. Oh, hey, Jim. You know what that means, right? That means it's break time. That also means it's time to sell some hats. Remember, the best quality hats are available at Metokur.myshopify.com. You can send in those super chats to ko-fi.com/Metokur or Cash App tag Money Mr. Metokur. I think that's how you say it. I don't fucking know. Or you can try YouTube before they yoink us off again. Enjoy the little pudding and hamsters while you can. I wouldn't be surprised if it disappears midstream. How can this guy talk about this sort of thing? That's not allowable. He's selling memberships with hamsters and talking about sexual abuse? We can't have that over here. But let's do a quick little break. We'll do a 5-minute break. Play a little hat commercial. And then we'll come back and we'll watch the insanity unfold. Oh, it's always fun over here. Always the most lighthearted things to be talking about. Hey, what did you watch on Wednesday? Oh, yeah, this thing about this obese man and his sex abuse, traumatic childhood memories. Oh, really? Or was it like a a highbrow thing? Or like, what do you mean you watched? No, it was a man making jokes. He made a lot of jokes about jacking off turkey legs at Thanksgiving and doing Southern voices, making fun of family members. A real asshole. Why'd you watch that? Because I love his fucking hats. By buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, gotta use that USA dollars to do it. Where are you gonna do that, you ask? Well, you don't really ask, but I'm gonna show you anyway. Fuck you. I'm gonna show you anyway. Oh, look at those hats. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Wear it around town, it looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Look at those hats. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Wear it around town, it looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. When I'm sad, pay me. It's the only cure, really. When you're very sad, you need to pay me money. You gotta buy my fucking hats. All right, that's the only way you're gonna teach these communists their fucking place. These lemon-loving motherfuckers. by buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, got to use that USA dollars to do it. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. Wear it around town. It looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. For your hat. For your hat.
私の愛のゆりかごあなただけが夢の使者に呼ばれる朝が来る細い首筋を月明かりが映してる世界中の時を止めて閉じ込めたいけど
I love America too much. Love the red, white, and blue. Love my apple pie and baseball. Sometimes I just look at the Statue of Liberty. It's so goddamn beautiful. Oh, that is good stuff. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. For your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. For your hat. For your hat. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. To sell you beautiful fucking hats. We all love Jim's hats. Let me move a little bit. Over on Shopify. Metokur.myshopify.com. Buy the finest hats available. You gotta do this. You're gonna do that over at my store. Buy my hats. Teach the communists a lesson. Fuck the lemons. Buy a hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. Quality. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. Oh, holy shit. Oh, what a fucking beautiful ending to this. Oh, God. Let me get a cigarette for this one. We all love hats. They're fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, I should, I have a second background. Oh, because we had done the animal cancer thing. And so my wife was like, well, we need to do like a Dark Souls version of that based on what you had said to him. So let me switch up the backgrounds. There's the dark cancer. Let's go all in on this. Cancer and sex abuse. Oh yeah. It's a good combination. It really makes YouTube super fucking happy. I'm sure they're thrilled about it right now. Okay. So we're back at the beginning of the stream, where Boogie is starting to spaz out because he's worried Wings is going to bring up something that's probably going to embarrass him, and he starts yanking his hair out and downing pills and just going all Ralph Amali on us. God, do I have another Ralph Amali clip? Maybe. We got the yeah clip. Let me check here.
That's not.
But let me make sure the audio actually works, because it never does. Okay, yes, it looks like this should be good. Yeah, Ralph is having a bit of a tough time. He's had like 18 pill streams in a row. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the guy. A lot of shit's going on with the guy. But Boogie's basically pulling one of these on game.
That's just too bad sharing experience.
Wow, goddamn, you're a fucked up son of a bitch. Like, fuck, holy shit, like, what the fuck? You know, he likes to throw the balls around. Throw the bottles around. Throw the energies around.
Yeah, throw the bottle around. We'll put that energy around. I love all the clanking. People thought I was, Jim, when you edited that clip of Ralph, spurging out and being high and drunk off his ass with 8,000 pill bottles and liquor bottles getting jolted around. Now that's a real deal. That's a genuine pill stream. So Boogie's got to pull one of those, or at least he'd be sounding like that if he downed a whole bottle. I don't know. I wasn't on this wonderful call. Let me see. I want to make sure I didn't.
The entire time I'm going to kill myself.
Okay, no, we did that one. Now we're going into the second call. So he's got his multiple calls with this crazy fucker that are just nonstop. Just nonstop. Can't stop him. Won't stop him. Again, let's check the audio. God, why did it do this? I've never seen a default like that to doing it on every clip. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, here we go. We're continuing on.
And he's just huffing and I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself. His girlfriend is in the background, absolutely terrified. His roommate is in the background, absolutely terrified. I go, am I on speaker? And he goes, yeah. And I go, can your girlfriend hear me? And he goes, yeah. I go, do you hear how scared your fucking girlfriend is? He goes, I don't care. She won't have to live with someone who faked cancer. And fucking just, dude. So I go, Boogie, you need to calm down right now. Because
Are you seeing fucking Wings? Oh, just shit on him. Look at that. Just shitting on him. He's reached his limit. He's had enough of this Boogie guy. No more.
So I go, Boogie, you need to calm down right now. Because I told him before the cops came, Wings, I said, Boogie, you need to calm down right now because the cops are on their way to your house. I had to call in a wellness check because of these threats. Calm down for the cop coming, right? He goes, oh, thank God you called the cop. I'm going to have the cop shoot me in the head. I'm going to have the cop shoot me in the head, or as soon as that motherfucker walks into my door, I'm going to fucking hit the cop and I'm going to spend 3 days in county jail.
Now, this is Boogie we're talking about. Remember, this is a guy that uploaded a video where he got winded after doing one strip of his lawn. He pushed a push mower, one strip of his lawn, and then sat down and did a 10-minute video saying that his heart was going to explode. Telling everybody on the phone in his rage while he's barking like a dog and ripping his hair out and downing pills that he's ready to fight the police. He's going to suicide by cop the second they walk in. Old Boogie's going to throw a haymaker at the officer. He's got his pot full of hot water and he's ready to rumble.
These are things he actually fucking said to me. These are things that actually were said to me. So I am freaking out, Wings. Like, I'm not like, this is not content. This is fucking bad.
Oh, it's terrible. That's why it's in my domain. So what do you think Boogie does? After, like, throwing a massive tantrum, having a welfare check called in on him, having a weeks-long, celebration of getting shit on, where every A-log that's ever existed is high-fiving each other as he implodes. Like, it's just gone terribly. And he's telling you, I'm never coming on. This is never going to happen. What do you think he does? Of course he joins. Of course he decides, I'm going to join. So what does that look like? What does it look like when our sane, rational individual here decides, I'm going to jump on stream with everybody. We're going to have a gay old time. We're going to have a great time up on stream here. Let's take a look. Just a little highlight of how Boogster was on this fucking stream.
When you self-delete yourself and Desi has to witness it or find your fucking big fat carcass.
All these motherfuckers watching right now will jerk their fucking cocks to it.
Yeah, but you're destroying people's lives regardless. You're going against the thing. Don't get up that fucking soapbox.
Boogie, stop. Boogie, stop. The screaming and yelling isn't helping you, and it isn't.
I'll whisper it.
Listen to me.
Oh, God, imagine you're his chick, and it's like 3 a.m, and that's what's whispered in your ear. That sexy time's about to start, and here comes Boogie, and this is what you hear at 3 a.m. in a dark room with no lights or escape.
You and it isn't.
I'll whisper it.
Listen to me. This is what he does. This was the conversation last night.
Go fuck yourself. I will divulge no more medical information to any of you motherfuckers.
You ain't got to tell me what it is. Like, there's a bevy of medicine.
Yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Situation.
And die. I'm so happy. I hate this. I hate it. I hate this show. I hate fucking breathing air. I hate being alive. I'm in so much fucking pain. I can't fucking stand it anymore. I can't fucking stand this. I can't fucking stand this. I've ruined my fucking life. I just wanted to be on.
Perfect. That's a perfect freeze frame. Holy shit. Oh my God, that's awesome. It's like a hungry hippo. It's a hungry hypocrite. Oh, I'm big old Boogie, the hungry, hungry hypocrite. I've come to eat your lies. Feed me your little marble lies. Put 'em in my tummy. Put 'em in my fat fucking tummy. Holy shit, what a great pause. Oh, perfection. Fucking perfection. Look at that. Look at the just psychosis. What is the name of the Oh my god. What is the name of the clown in the Spawn movie? That looks like the clown from the Spawn movie without the makeup. What is it, Vindicator? What is the name of the fucking clown? Somebody in chat has to know what I'm talking about. He's a dead ringer for it. It's perfection. It's absolute perfection.
I want to die.
Oh
That's
my God.
to say over and over and over again. I hate being alive. I hate being alive. I hate breathing. I hate being alive. I'm in tremendous pain. I'm in tremendous pain. Help me. Help me. Help me. I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain.
Financial pain, the pain of ego death. What kind of pain are we talking about here? Because you seem to be pretty active. You seem to be moving around. I couldn't do that. My ribs are fucked. They're fucked 5 ways from Sunday. What sort of pain are you in? If I flailed around like that, there'd be fucking bone dust shooting out of my ears. Boogie's like, I am in so much pain. Let me do calisthenics. Guess it's his tribute to Richard Simmons. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. But of course, conversation continues. Boogie spurgs out, and Muda comes on and tries to discuss this with him, but doesn't really kind of get anywhere. Everybody's a little, worried about kind of touching on the subject. So of course you need to bring in somebody. You need to bring in somebody who's willing to, be an asshole. Oh, I wonder who that person might be. Who's the asshole we could bring in?
You don't want to talk about it, and I don't want to talk about it, but somehow you still want to talk about it. I'm so confused. Look, honestly,
Mudahar brought it back up.
This is such a dark subject. I don't care. You're like saying stuff like that's like people are going to pick on you about. I literally laughed like your mom spanking your boner, saying bad boy and shit. Like, I'm sorry, but I just.
Let's hear that one more time. That's a great sound clip for Game. Your mom spanking your boner and saying bad boy.
I literally laughed like your mom spanking your boner, saying bad boy and shit. Like, I'm sorry, but I just, which is not funny, right? But it's just, this is not the place for this stuff. This stuff is too serious and too dark. Like, it's not the place for that.
Yeah, we're here to make jokes and do drama shit.
This is not Dr. Phil.
There's like a fucking Mr. Metokur segment. He's the guy that can fucking cross-examine.
Well, bring him on. He can do it. I don't care. We'll get it done.
Let me hit up Mr. Metokur.
Say his name and
But
it'll
like
appear.
while he does that, there's no. You're not thinking.
Mr.
of
Necker's in chat says he'll talk about it right now.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. No, we can't. We're doing so well. We're getting views and money. Don't let him on. Oh, no. If getting his boner spanked was uncomfortable, oh, what's going to happen when Jim joins? Oh, no. Oh, no. We can't let Jim join. Oh, God, please let this clip play properly. Oh, yeah, I wonder how it goes. I wonder how things go once Jim jumps in.
My mother twitted my fucking tipples.
My mother tweeted my tipples.
My mother twitted my fucking tipples.
Oh, come on. Oh, what the fuck, man? This is a dark, serious conversation. He's grabbing his tits, calling them tipples. Oh, my mother's. Oh, God, mommy grabbed my tipples. She would grab my little tipples. This is something Keem brought up earlier, too. But he's like, oh, hey, this is dark. I was fucking horribly abused. Keem looks at him. He's like, oh, your mom gave you a titty twister. No, she twisted my tipples. My sensitive little tipples. I don't want you guys to think that I don't take this seriously. I do. I take this very seriously. I even, because we're making lots of jokes over here, that's highly inappropriate with such a dark subject matter. So I wanted to play a PSA, really you know, let you know the severity of this subject matter because it's important that you understand what we're discussing and that it's a grown-up subject and it should be discussed in a very adult way. So I pulled up a PSA that really lays that out for you.
And remember, being abused by a male does make you gay. If something like this happens to you, know that it is your fault. You did wrong. And telling someone about it does make you less of a man. The bottom line, if you are molested, you wanted it, you did something to deserve it. That make you weak. No offense. Being molested means you're gay.
I think that's a message we can all really get behind, Chad. I think when somebody twists your tipples, when they're going for those tipples, it's that's the point really, where you realize that you are in fact a gay man. They've touched your tipples and now you're gay. There's no taking that back. I'm sorry. So what was this conversation like? And this is going to get to the crux of the matter. I know I'm making a lot of jokes because really you can't even really have this conversation with Boogie, and we'll talk about why in a second. But I want to give you like a taste of it because I was in this fucking thing for like an hour. So let's go over some of it. You know, I wanted to get essentially like a baseline. This is essentially how this was set up was like this. They had infographics and access to a Kiwi Farms thread with a post that outlined all the statements Boogie had ever made. And I got brought in to basically ask him about it. Not super familiar with it, but I was like, I'll read it, fuck it. And so when I come in, I want to get a baseline. I want him to lay out everything so I can compare it to all the other statements he's made previously, because otherwise there's no way to like square it up. So I'm going to play just a sample of how ridiculous this shit is and why it like dead end on itself. So I think you'll enjoy this. Why don't you tell me just the basics? And you can leave out the people you don't want to talk about. I'm fine with that. But just the basics of what your actual claims are, because I'm going to read through this,
Okay.
and they're going to have screen caps of stuff you've said. So you tell me right now what the real story is when it comes to the abuse you suffered.
So through talking to my family and having a better understanding of what happened, when it comes to my mom, she wanted to make sure that I never left her. She wanted to make sure that I never was sexually attracted to other people. And that's one of the reasons she fed me wrong on purpose. We've talked about that before. Part of that was to...
Can you expand on that? When you say fed you wrong, what do you mean?
She put the wrong foods into me and then forced me to eat them. You know, she would...
No, what I'm saying is like actually physically sat you down and force fed you. She just made you fatty foods. What do you mean?
No. She gaslighted me. She's like, everybody eats this way, Steve. This is how everybody eats, right? Everybody eats pizza. Everybody eats all this. You want to... And I'm like, why don't we eat the way they do on television, Mom? And they're like, well, nobody actually eats like that.
Was your brother?
But no, even from start. So you're trying to say that one of the aspects of the abuse you suffered as a child was your mother gave you pizza?
No, she would give me no healthy alternatives and encourage me to overeat on purpose.
Yeah, but your brother's not overweight.
So tragically, our bookster, as he's being just horrifically abused at this house, having his tipples twisted, was fucking fed Dominoes. They played a terrible game of Avoid the Noid. It was for keeps. It's a high stakes version of Avoid the Noid. Yeah. Tipple twisting and pizza. It's a little bit much. It's a little bit much. So what was the issue we ran into? And this is why this is such a pain in the ass to get into. Boogie had for the past, I'd say, decade, based on the screen caps I saw and what he admitted on stream, talked about this. Talked about all aspects of the alleged abuse that he had gone through. With all sorts of different people related to him, strangers, all this stuff. And he talked about it openly. He talked about it even on like Ethan Ralph's Kill Stream. He was on there a couple times, talked about it. Talked about it in his blog post. Talked about it on Twitter. Talked about it in his YouTube videos. Talked about it with Wings on, I think, the Lol Call podcast like 4 or 5 episodes back to some degree from what Wings was saying. Or something of that nature, right? So he talked about it quite a bit. But when this conversation went down, he started laying out all these ground rules. Because now we have these infographics, we have these long-form posts talking about all the statements he's ever made. And a lot of them have to do with people he refuses to talk about. And the people he would talk about were either deceased or not around, but anybody that was alive or could react, he wouldn't bring that up. Now, I did call some people on the phone to try to ask some questions, but the way he worded it made it a little confusing. So how do you talk about something like this? Right? If the allegation against Boogie is he made all this up, right? That he's sympathy farming or he's exaggerating, maybe part of the abuse was real, but not all of it, or maybe it's all fictitious and completely made up, like the cancer shit, or it's some kind of weird grifting scam like the cryptocurrency thing. But he's got all these ground rules because he doesn't want to bring in these third parties, even though he's talked about these third parties extensively for years and years. How do you talk about it? Well, you don't. You can't. You end up talking about eating too much pizza and getting your tipples twisted. That's what you end up with. It's a dead conversation. There's no way to proceed with it unless it's just all out there. Unless you can just read the statements that he's publicly made. Where do you go with it? It even got to a point because Keem had kept talking about, I want to do this punishment with you to get you back on the show, to make you have amends. And he had like suggestions for it. And my suggestion at the very end of this was you should bring on the A-logs. Because who's going to be more informed than the people that troll the shit out of him? Or make a YouTube content on him that have a better knowledge of this than I would, or Muda, or Keem would, or Wings would, that would know all the details of these stories to be able to ask the questions that are going to actually hit. That would be uncomfortable. That would be a punishment because he wouldn't be able to run away from that. But sadly, I don't think that's going to happen. It would have been entertaining as fuck if it did. But apparently, that's not going to happen. So this conversation, it just kind of sort of peters out and dies there. What are we left with? We're left with him arguing and lying for 20 or 30 minutes about a phone conversation he says didn't take place, but it looks like it took place with a person he said he never talked to. He instantly got a hold of on the phone within 2 seconds. And then they admit they talked repeatedly with him throughout the year. You've got him, talking about just silly, goofy shit, throwing fits left and right, just doing all this shit. And it culminates at the very end of this stream, because there's no ground being made on these fucking allegations, with Muda saying, hey, well, maybe if you want to do something, you should match me. Let's donate money to fucking St. Jude's or a cancer charity. And of course, Boogie's like, I can't do that. All I've got left is, I think he said $3,000, and I can't afford it. I need to pay for my medical insurance. For what? Your fake cancer? No, I need to pay for my fucking medical insurance. And he's just going on and on and on about this. So finally, they convince him to do it. They convince him to pay $3,000, and he overpaid by $25. So $3,025, and then Mudahar matched him. So St. Jude's got a random payment for like $7,000 from two people slap fighting on a live stream. But what was Boogie's? This is probably my favorite bit out of the entire goddamn. It's like honesty shown through at the very end. It's like this, like the facade dropped for a minute, and he actually says this. Hold on, let me get this. Let me get this fucking clip lined up because it's great. Donates the money to dying children dying of cancer. And what is just? I don't even want to like ruin it. I just want to let it play. Oh, is it not set up properly? It might not be set up properly. Let me get this full screen here. Hopefully that's right.
The good news is I'm getting my play button back, and charity got help, so that's all that matters.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, Boogie.
Wait, if I donate a little bit more, do I get the play button? We matched.
If I get my 3,000 back, sure.
You take money back from dying kids?
No. I mean, Mudahar would also have to give me my 3,000 back.
Somebody clip that. What a guy. This guy threatens to charge back the money. If I don't get my play button, no, fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. They can die. I don't give a shit. Fuck those kids. Unbelievable. Brilliant. Way to go, Boogie. Way to leave him on a high note, right? Way to really end that stream, that uncomfortable fucking stream, on a high note. Now, I can't say for certain, again, because I'm not super familiar with it, whether the abuse stuff is real or not. anything's possible. It is the boy that cried wolf. And I know, it sounds awful. Who would ever doubt somebody coming forward with abuse, physical or sexual or whatever abuse they suffered as a child? Oh my God, how terrible. How could you ever doubt them? But this is a guy that has just lied about everything constantly. Constantly. From big things to small things. So it doesn't surprise me that there are people making infographics about this. There are threads that have detailed posts that are fucking 20 pages long going into details about statements previously made where they contradict themselves, or other people that are familiar with it actually make statements on it. And again, I'm trying to be vague. I'm trying to actually respect his wishes by not like putting a name out or saying how they're related to him, you know? But it doesn't surprise me that that he's being doubted on it. Again, I know it's a heavy fucking subject, but this is a guy that crypto scammed everybody, said it was a joke, and this is the guy that said he had cancer when he didn't, to sympathy for him, and got called out on it. And I'd almost want to see somebody make like a collection of Boogie lies, like put together a definitive edition of things like that. But you'd have to sit through so many videos and so many live streams of him making contradicting comments. Even just on that one that I did, there were even more buried in it. But the one with Wings in particular was just so egregious and out in your face that it made it easy to kind of like stitch it together so you could kind of see how it fluctuated throughout the entirety of the live stream. So, I mean, where does that leave Lolcow Live? Hey, Keem still wants to redeem this man. So, he won't bring the A-logs on. So he convinces him, well, hey, I shouldn't say convinces him. He threw out this suggestion and said, hey, if you go get a tattoo on your face that says liar because you lied about cancer, we'll let you back on the show. We'll do a poll with the audience to let you back on the show. So, apparently that's what happened today. Wrong thing. There we go. Boogie went to a tattoo parlor and live streamed himself on Lolcow Live, getting liar tattooed in Comic Sans on his face. I'm not sure the size of the script. Now, I watched this take place live. I don't know shit about tattoos. A lot of people said, is this real? Is this fake? Because that tattoo gun made no noise. Could this be more Boogie bullshit? It's possible. It's possible he's trying to pull a fast one and this is some bullshit scam. But he's going to have to put this stupid thing on his face every day for the next 2 years because apparently that's the duration they came to. So it's either a real tattoo he's got to get laser removed in 2 years, or it's a fake one he's going to have to redraw in the exact precise same location every fucking day for the next 700 plus days. In fact, that would almost be the more entertaining option because I look forward to A-Logs doing video like analysis, like CSI level shit on this. Whatever the fucking show with the guy with the sunglasses. I can't remember what that was. But like, tech analysis. Did the L move? Did the I move? Did the A move? Did the R move? They're going to be watching that shit like a hawk for 2 years. So he gets this allegedly tattooed onto his face. You can watch it. This is up on live stream. So you can watch and, come to the conclusion for yourself. Again, I'm not a tattoo. I don't have tattoos. So I don't know. Maybe they have silent tattoo guns now. But could you imagine? Could you imagine if he faked that? After all the shit that's gone on, could you imagine if he faked the punishment? I don't. Then how would you ever bring him back on? I mean, it's not my fucking live stream show. This is Keem's wheelhouse, so I guess he's gonna do whatever he's gonna do. But if Boogie faked that, that's gonna be disastrous. And if it's real, it's yeah. So to me, I guess it is funny either way, because now he's like obligated to keep this up for 2 years. So if it's a lie, he's got to live that lie, and he can't ever fuck up, or it's going to be catastrophic. And if it's real, he got this shit tattooed on his face, and it's going to be there for a while. But the thing that really interested me is Keem kept saying on his stream, I'll only bring Boogie back if 70% of the audience agrees to it. If 70% of the people watching, and they had like 24,000, they got about 20,000 votes. And the first poll didn't hit 70%. So they redid the poll. They're like, okay, hey, Boogie got this tattoo on his face. He's really apologetic. I think we should really, have some mercy on him, have some pity on him. What do you think that second poll result was? What do you think the people were merciful to the old bookster? Not at all. No. 61%. Not at the 70% threshold. Now, Kiva said, "Oh, I'll bring you back on. I'll let you back on." But I don't think so. I think you need to be a man of your word, Keemstar. We can't dono scam the audience. there will be done. 61%. That's not that 70. Boogie's got to find another 9%. He's got to increase that. Now, he's got liar tattooed on his face. That got him 61%. Here's what I think. How do we get that other 9% going, right? Because I want to be helpful. I want to be solution-oriented. A little helper be over here. That's what I like to do. So how do we get him that other 9%? Well, we could do the A-log stream. Well, Keem could. But that's probably going to be very arduous. I doubt that's ever going to happen because they're just going to fucking destroy him if they did that. I think to really make this count, he's got to go to a tattoo artist, one that the audience picks so we know they're a real tattoo artist with a real tattoo gun. There's no shenanigans. There's no doubt. And get the word Tipples tattooed on his fucking forehead in size 48 font. And I think that would earn him the other 9%. What do you think? Audience, do you think that should I do a poll? Should we get, should his solution for that other 9%, Tipples forehead tattoo? Yes, no. You know, to really get him that 9%. Let's see if that works. Now, I know you're thinking, what does Tipples mean? I don't fucking know. That's just that Boogie phrase. But I think it's good enough. I think it's one of those things where somebody that's unfamiliar with it would never know what it is. But everybody that knows. The second you see this obese man with the word Tipples on his forehead in 36 font, you'll be like, oh, it's Boogie. I mean, he wants that 9%, right? The will of the audience is very important here. I'll give you all a second to vote. Now, I don't have the same viewership going on right now. It's a Wednesday night. I got nothing exciting going on. We only got 14,000 over here. So I'll wait for, let's let the poll go for a while, get some votes calculated, and see if that 9%, if that's doable for Mr. Tipples. Avoid the Noid. Oh my God, maybe make him get a Tipples tattoo on his forehead and deliver Dominoes for like a week, dressed as the Noid. You guys ever see the Noid? That's an old like mascot of the company. So, Jim, you're such a fucking asshole. Why are you such an asshole, Jim? Why'd you do this to this poor man? Oh, such a dick. Such a jackass. All right, we got 4,000 votes coming in. Give it another minute or so. But right now, it's looking like people really do like the Tipples forehead tattoo idea. Sitting right now at a 92% yes. 92% of the audience thinks that if he wants that extra 9% to really get back on that show, he needs to get Tipples put on his fucking skull. Just giving it a second here, chat. Giving it a minute. Let me put some background music on while we're doing this. There we go. It's nice. That's soothing, isn't it? Oh, it's so soothing. Take a moment and vote in the poll. Should he get a Tipples tattoo? Is he going to do a Tipples tattoo? Is that what we should do? I think so. Vote in the poll for the Tipples tattoo. I'll give it one more minute. Oh, that's right, Chad. The Noid is coming back. Everybody loves the Noid. Oh, I'm telling you. I mean, look at that. It's pretty definitive. About a third of you voted. 5,500 votes on its way to 6,000. 91%. 91% of you are all agreeing. Tipples tattoo on his fucking forehead. Let's end that poll. Now, this is important because I have no direct sway. But I think by the rules of the internet, right? Keem's obligated. He said 70% threshold. We need another 9% here to really let him back on that show. I think the Tipples tattoo is the winner. If you get a chance, demand it. In fact, if you get a chance later on today, make sure on Twitter to tweet at Keemstar and say, "We demand a Tipples tattoo." We demand you brand your loco with a Tipples tattoo on his forehead like he's a fucking like he's a heifer. He's a heifer at the farm. We demand it. Where is my Tipples clip? God, I love this clip. It's so fucking ridiculous.
My mother twitted my fucking tipples.
I mean, I'd like to fit the whole thing on there, but I don't think we could. I don't think you would actually get the whole fucking thing on there. My mother twitted my tipples.
My mother twitted my fucking tipples.
Oh. His tipples, his sore little tipples. Well, that's my experience with Boogie. It's been a week and a half to 2 weeks of watching this as it imploded, as lie after lie and scam after scam blew up in his face. The reputational damage he's taken, I don't know how he's going to undo it. I don't know what arguments he's ever going to win. I don't know how he's ever going to walk back from it. God help him if he ever has something tragic actually happen. Nobody's going to believe him. Even when it comes to this abuse stuff, people are going to doubt because of what they've witnessed happen over the last week and a half. That's rough, but that's the situation he put himself in. I don't know if it's like a compulsive lying thing. I know they keep throwing out like the term, covert narcissist? All these fancy psych terms and shit. The dude likes to lie. Apparently, just likes to lie about just fucking everything. Big things, small things, in between things. Doesn't really matter, does it? So how you walk it back from that, I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. But I don't think there's anything more to cover about him. I mean, that's pretty much all the big ones, isn't it? I mean, what else? Like, unless he throws himself off the overpass or goes through with his plan to fight the cops, there's pretty much nothing to talk about. Like, he's shot himself in the foot so many times. I don't know where he goes from here. But it has been one hell of an implosion. And I've been watching all the A-Log videos as they recount it. Because again, they have more detail. That's what I think would have been the best solution. Really have them on and do like a confrontational thing where they can bring up all the shit and he can defend himself and say whatever his counter is to it. That would have been highly entertaining. But it'd been wild. It'd have been wild. And I don't know if a channel's monetization could handle it. Remember, all the naughty words. Well, they'd be dropping some bigger ones. There'd be some N-bombs going off in there. A couple of N-bombs. Oh, boy. I know there's other news. Other things have happened this week with Mr. Beast and his transgender sidekick. I'm sure that's going to unfold into an even crazier story. I mean, I watched that happen, too. And that was about the course of a week to a week and a half as well, with videos coming out hitting like 100,000 to 1 million views. All these DM and private chats are leaking. You've got ex-employees. I think we're up to 4 now. Previously, it had been like 3 people. Now it's like 4 ex-employees all coming out and saying, oh, there's way more going on, and everybody knew, and all this terrible shit's going on behind the scenes, and boy, it's going to be bad when it comes out. And then we get this PR statement where they're walking away. You know, it's just best that I walk away. And then right on the tail end of that, we've got all these clips now of Mr. Beast starting to pop up. So I don't know where the fuck that's going to go. It's a hell of a thing, though. It's the biggest channel on YouTube. 300 million subscribers or some crazy shit like that? You know, I was reading articles, kind of looking into it, because I don't know shit about these people. Looking into it, and what has he got, like an Amazon TV deal, like the biggest one that's ever been done, and a lot of money on the line. So I don't know how this problem's going to... Are there going to be more leaks? Is more shit going to come out? I mean, it's just fucking crazy. Yeah, I mean, you've had... It's just been a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a week. Take this, for example. Today. Look on the computer. What do I see? Fucking Sean Combs. P. Diddy is apparently alleged to have murdered Tupac. Paid $1 million to have him assassinated based on a prosecutor's filings. Mentioned 70 times by a police informant that P. Diddy was out there looking to whack Tupac. Now, that sort of pisses me off because I remember music from the early 2000s, and I'm thinking I had to put up with P. Diddy and his little Make-A-Wish friend. I can't even remember the guy's name. The guy in like the fucking tinfoil outfits and shit. Mace or whatever it was that used to dance with him. That's the shit I got because he killed Tupac. I thought Suge Knight was supposed to be like the fucking terror of the rap world. Turns out it's the gay dude. Turns out it's Sean Combs running the sex parties at his mansion. That's the guy. That's the head honcho. Who fucking knew? Who fucking knew? Killed Tupac. Probably killed Biggie too. Let's be honest. Motherfuckers out there killing anybody with talent. That way he looks good by comparison. That's my theory. Get rid of all the people that I can actually rap. And then you're the last one left and you look good. Diddy did it. Yes, and we're all familiar. I see people in chat bringing it up. The Eminem diss track against, what the fuck was his name? I can't even remember his name. But he mentions in as a joke line about P. Diddy killing Tupac. And then this news comes out. Fucking unbelievable. What? It's been a hell of a month. Hell of a month for just about everything. Oh. Well, what are you going to do? I was mostly focused on Boogie. I liked watching the implosion. Yeah, I saw all the stuff in the periphery. I see the Mr. Beast stuff coming and going, and we'll see how that plays out in a week. You got the P. Diddy stuff. Again, I talked about that. You got Cheadle, head of the Secret Service, of course, stepping down after the disastrous job they had done. Got Kamala running against Trump there. That'll be, I'm sure all the political people will be talking about that for the next fucking 16 weeks. Oh, God. Oh, sweet Jesus. Politics. I don't think she's not very likable. I don't think she's going to do well. There you go. That's my political take. I think Trump's going to win. There you go. Yay. How informative was that, Chad? And our dark stream about sexual abuse of a fat man. Well, a little bit of politics. Talk a little bit about YouTube and a bit about the rap game. See, I hit all of the subject matter. And I know how to, you got to diversify if you want to sell those hats. You got to really touch on multiple things. People aren't just going to buy a beautiful, well-priced hat at Metokur.myshopify.com unless I really appeal to their interests in what they want to talk about. Shameful. Terrible. Okay. Let's see here. Now this is going to be weird. Because of the remonetization on YouTube, let me put that little picture up again. Remonetized. Look at that. Remonetized for a day and a half. Because of that, I have actual super chats, super berries at YouTube. So I'll read those. Then I've got Ko-Fi super chats as well as Cash App super chats. So we've got 3 variety of fucking super chats to go through. I'll read them all. I'll read them all. Your humble hat salesman will, of course, read them all. Let me just start getting some stuff pulled up here. I don't even remember. It's been like a year and a half, 2 years. I don't even remember where the shit's actually put. Let me go find it here. Should be. Where's the section that says, please God, Susan, give me my money? Where's that section? Where is that section, Susan? But yeah, it's not even her anymore, is it? It's that, it's like an Indian dude. I don't actually know the name of the guy that took over. It's a new dude, though. Susan's gone. She's off drinking Franzia in the wilderness. I don't think she's around anymore. She's disappeared completely on us. Get rid of that. Oh, actually, let me put it. So it says what it is, and then people won't get mad at me and be like, "Why did I walk in at the point that I don't want to actually listen?" Here, let me just change that. There we go. I forgot to put this up. I had this up all fancy and stuff. Put that right there. Nope, that doesn't work. Does that work? No, there we go. Nope. And how about that? How about right there? Fuck it. There we go. That'll work. So let's do one more small break. I'll come back. I'll read super chats and throw them all. As far as my Boogie coverage, I'm spent. You know, it was just too many interesting things to me. The crypto scam shit, which was like just stupid. It's just very fucking stupid on his part. The cancer thing, which actually did personally bother me to some degree, and then, of course, the abuse stuff, which couldn't really go anywhere because you can't talk. Again, it's weird. If you're going to talk about it everywhere for 10 years incessantly and then put up all these arbitrary rules about not talking about it, what is accomplished? Nothing, right? Nothing's accomplished. And then people are just going to continue to doubt. So, Boogie can walk around with his maybe real, maybe not facial tattoo, and then maybe get tipples on his forehead for that other 9%. I'm really pushing for it. demand those tipples. But otherwise, let me put up some break music. I'm going to go grab a drink. Come back. We'll read super chats. And for everybody else that's going to bow out, I hope you have a good, I was going to say weekend, but it's Wednesday. Jesus. I hope you have a good week. Other than that, let me put up. Oh, actually, will the fucking thing stay up? Let's see. There we go. I probably should take that down for now and just put up the we're on a break. All right, be back in 5 minutes. Okay, there we go. hopefully, hopefully it works now. Hitting the wrong buttons. Confused old man. Confused old man doing super chats. All right, let's we'll start with the YouTube ones because I haven't done them in forever. Might as well hit them while they're there. Okay, 1 second. Pull this up properly. From Cyan Uncensored, by Jove, I didn't think I'd be able to do this again on this channel. From Horse Fat Lover, the face tattoo thing is so cringe. Boogie is enjoying it, acting like it's going to absolve him. He should be forced to work a real job for the rest of his life, and Ralph should pee on his grave. I heard it's legal in New York. Maybe he will. From Booty Cat, remember, be like Jim, not Boogie. 1 hat for me and 1 hat for my fellow chud buds. From Fang Cerberus, happy birthday, Boogie the Liar. From Caveman, hat for me and a hat for my hooker. Hookers always love another hat. From Lorman Ross, I bought another hat. Yell frick morass. From Internet Hazmat Crew, Boogie was never the Mr. Rogers of the internet. He was always the honey boo boo of YouTube. No one watched Mr. Rogers to see Xbox destroyed by fat and angry gamer. People watched Honey Boo Boo to make fun of how fat she is. From Celius, sorry can't watch live. I'll have to catch a re-upload. Have a good one, Jim. And chat. From Kristen Ark, 50-year-old man gets a face tattoo to save his job. This timeline makes no sense. Welcome to the future. Welcome to the new era. From Brock Bravo, Money the man with the real cancer AIDS. From Arcade Outpost, buy a lie for your lie. From Straubs, got my hat on, gonna need a second one. By the way, Jimbo, where are those tit beast hats at? Well, currently there are no tit beast hats, but there is a little dark cancer one. Or she made something related to this. There's like a new shirt and mug and related around this. Because who doesn't love cancer-themed merchandise? It's always such a popular, happy thing to buy. From Big Man on Deck, buy a hat for your hat. From Meepeeth, happy remonetization, hat man, enjoy your wheelchair stalker child. I will, and I'll enjoy my pepperonis as well. I don't know anymore. Lipstick Larry says hi. Tax-free time. Tax-free, baby! Yeah, I should have, it'd be nice to have a clip of that. I don't, but for those that are unaware, Ralph, in a drunken stupor, high on pills, had been convinced by his audience and, a little bit of prodding that he didn't ever have to pay taxes to anyone ever again. And it made him so happy. He danced and celebrated for hours, just doing his little wiggle jiggle, the little wiggle jiggle he does, just happy as a pig in shit. Thinking he would never have to pay. I don't have to pay Mexico taxes. Don't have to pay anybody taxes. Didn't work out well for him. From Anime Game 16, if there's some good Boogie's doing, it's that he keeps dragging you out of your grave, Jim. A fat Grim Reaper, if you will. Congrats on remonetization. From Fangs Cerberus, Jim, are there any good songs to commemorate Boogie and his lies? Well, there are quite a lot that people are making with, I think, Suno? Yeah, that's the song one, right? God, I even made one. I'll dig it up. I'll play it a little bit later on here. From Shannon Lee, am I in Zaddy Jim's sub club now? Welcome to the sub club. Yes. For all the people that joined today, I'm very appreciative. Welcome to the sub club.
One for me and one for my hooker. One for me and one for my hooker. One for me and one for my hooker. One for me and one for the hooker. One for me and one for my hooker.
Welcome to the sub club.
One for the hooker. One for me and 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 one for the hooker. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he's winded. Our little boy's tuckered out. Yeah. I love the little yeah he puts on it. It really ties it together. It makes it perfect. Yeah. From Vanzio1, Boogie Woogie Oogie, make me want my money back. From Rare Form, don't let the tattoo distract you from the fact that Boogie faked cancer, faked his child abuse, and actually abused his ex-wife so bad she signed an NDA. From Solon the Lich, Hatman is back with the cigs but no milk. From Thomas, I'm going to have one for me and one for the hooker, and welcome to the sub club stuck in my head for weeks. Gee, thanks. But for real, congrats on getting super chats back. From Melee Games, one slice for me and one slice for my son. We've got Reynolds sent in a sticker, thank you. From Fangs again, Jim, can we get a poll for if Boogie should be let back on Local Live? I think we already did one in regards to Tipples. And Keem is still 9% short. Boogie needs to get that 9%. I think the Tipples tattoo is really the only way that's going to happen. From JFun12, thank you for the years of entertainment. God bless you, Jim. From Gilloball, a one for me and one for the hooker. From Drewby, evening, Jim. May the internet continue to entertain you down to your ribs. Oh, my God. When he was going on and on, let's get a little serious here for a second. When he was going on and on about, I'm in so much pain. Do you know what broken ribs are like, Boogie? They're awful. I've got multiple broken ribs. They hurt like shit. And then you're like going on and on. But you know the weird thing? When I go to the pain clinic or to a doctor's office, Boogie, that puts it into perspective for me, is I see people, like elderly people, even kids. I've seen some kids, which is really fucking depressing, that are just in excruciating pain, Boogie. Like, worse than I am, even with all my fucked up shit. And, it sort of humbles you and makes you shut the fuck up. Like, it hurts. And it's bad. But I don't like, call people up suicidally like you do. and then scream at them like you apparently do to Keem and them about, how tragic it is, how much pain you're in. Uh, because I've seen people in worse situations sitting literally right next to me. And it is sort of somewhat embarrassing to think of myself as complaining about it if some 8-year-old that's completely busted or some 80-year-old that's completely busted can suck it up and deal with it better. So maybe not whine like a bitch so much. I guess that's what I'm saying. Maybe not whine like a bitch so much, Bookie. And be thankful that it could be way worse. It could be way worse and it's not. That's what I would say. From Otto von Bonesmark, love your content, Jim. Sweetie Squad for life. From SLO Za, my cheeks are clapping to the beat. Chaos Inc. Remonetized baby, let's go, felt it, etc. Hope you and Jade are doing well, Jimbo. We're doing pretty good. From a night term 10, never thought I'd hear about a near assassination of a major politician from you of all people, Jim. Brandon mentions you once in a debate nearly dies. Is bullying fat narcissistic liars an alternative to chemo? Could be, might be. You never know. From Cyan Uncensored again, suggestion for merch: Metokur mouse pads. I don't think they do mouse pads. They might, but I don't know if they do. From Blade 2.0, a super chat. DJ Huddy, Battle of Jim's Driveway, tank class unlocked. From Yeti Orc Not News, Fuentes is throwing full support of his Catboy cult behind Kamala while troon chasing. Religious movement, by the way. Get well soon, Jim. Oh, thank you. From Price on Loader, Jim, please tell Lola that her pregnancy milkers are legit. We're expecting our 6th and final child in a couple of weeks. As soon as I found out she liked your streams, I knew I had to breed her. I'm sure she's thrilled. From Solace, we got a 4 out of 5. Dark Side of the Toast, enjoy it while you last. Godspeed. Well, thank you very much. From Metster and Jim, the onks for the fun to be and the fun overreaction the years. Thank you, I guess. DSP Historical Society, because you got that. From I Don't Know Anymore, Muta, girlfriend and himself should be deported to India, and his wife should be sold for 2 goat butts. Boogie, is that you? Have you jumped on your alternate account? From Reaps, welcome back to the world of monetization. Can you say fuck you, Colt, for my friend who watches the VOD later? Fuck you, Colt. Reaps says fuck you. That's who it came from. Now you know who to hunt down. From Mariner 1712, don't know for buying Boogie's play button. From Arthur Everest, welcome to the sub club. From Dilladog, a great lull call on the implosion of stuttering John Melendez. From the announcer of The Tonight Show to being a drunk, broke loser streaming in his mom's house, you will not believe the downfall. From DSP's Historical Society, 2 for me and 2 for my hookah. From Gobble Gabble, Gnome Star cuts off Boogie 1488 for Father Jimothy Augustine. Top of the pyramid, just under Sargon of Sweden. From the top on down. Booty a Bandit. Love the Boogie shit. Remind me of all the blood sports days. From Master Goa. Please remind everyone why Dev Short Fat Otaku is terrible. Also, I hope to see your stream with Kirsch. So here's some money for the D Battery Fund. Got to keep your women energized. Thanks for the laughs. Yes, I've seen that they're fighting right now. I believe Kirsch is currently engaged in fighting with Short Fat Otaku and one of their mods that's been fucking with her. But I'm not 100% of the background. If we end up doing our stream, I'll have her fill me on all the details. From NPC user 1993, did you see Daniel Larson was found not competent to stand trial? Yes, I did. I did, actually. I've been following a bit of the Larson stuff that's going on. It's fucking crazy. It's absolutely crazy, to be honest. From Copeside Phil, the punishment was a complete joke. He was loving the attention and being allowed back on the show, and 20 minutes later he was smiling and acting like he never faked cancer. Kim is absolutely pathetic for letting him back on. Well, I think, like I said, I think the A-log thing would have been better. But if we're going to really get like a tattoo, it's got to be a big-ass tipples on the forehead. From Bathtub Fish, happy birthday, Boogie. Hope it's your last. From Alex Blackfoot, we're so back. Ryan Acorn, praise the hat merchant. The Gaming Angel, finally caught you live for once. Bought hats to celebrate the birthday bash. 1 for me and 1 for the hooker. Tuesday Money, pure adoration. From the Cassie Bee, getting paid to mock fatties is the American dream. It is. From Nofi. It's probably like Luffy, right? Based on the avatar, so Nufi. Love you, Daddy Jim. Always sending my prayers for you, Jade and the dogs. From Tav Nazian, Jim, it's great to have so many streams out of you lately. Hope you're doing well, all things considered. Well, no, I'm just hitting it as much as I can while I can. From Cerebral Parasite, TCR Ghost says he loves little anime girls. Oof, breaking news. Cerebral Parasite dropping that news on us. From the Ralph Mail, sup bish? My lawyer Ricada is paying me to dox and strike people, and it's all tax-free. Tell Josh to come on my pill stream. It's lonely down here in Mexico. Did you know that he's down in Mexico and he has a legally prescribed prescription? From Epic Yoshi, congrats Jimbo, a good goy, and have some shekels. From JC Denton, time for some putta. From Vapor Pony Inc., which piggy cook better on fire, Boogie or Ralph? Oof, it's a tough choice. Ralph's really been putting in the effort to fuck up his life with all those pill streams. I mean, you saw the clip earlier. Maybe I should play it again to really hammer home how fucked he is. Like he's got this music in the background. Is he talking to O'Day Simpson? I don't know who Ralph is talking to. It's like he's so fucking out of it. He's so zannied up and drunk. He's having conversations with people that aren't there anymore. It's like it's so bad.
Yeah. We need more. Yes. We need more. Yes. This is bullfuck shit. This is bull. Shit.
So there you go. It's a little bit of Ralph, the Ralph Amale, a little bit of the Ralph Amale going for you there. Holy shit, this guy. The dynamic. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure that's good. Okay, I'll make sure I didn't miss anybody here. Dynamic Doodle. We're so back. Fair Frozen. Jim Quick, what's your favorite game? Do you like ACK or a basic B? Welcome to the sub club. Or your favorite game? I have no idea. My brain is a little fried right now. All right, did you see me working the audio earlier? Were you paying attention to that? Where I fucked up the audio on like 20 clips in a row? I'm surprised the computer's even still on right now. It's amazing that I can even scroll this list with my fucking mouse. Because I'm that incompetent and old. It's all just falling apart. From Veggie Bat. Boogie is an act. Francis is a real person. It's me, the Lightbringer. It's ridiculous how even when Boogie gets caught lying, he's supposedly a victim and a martyr, apparently falling on his sword for someone else's benefit because they asked him to. From Pushif, one for Jim and one for his wife, James Kirk. First you made Rage Pig cry, now you made the Cry Pig rage. Farmer Jim is on the ball. From Let Skep in Touch, we're so back chat. From 4Chanimal, here's hoping Susan takes his money from you and we get some more Weatherman videos. Well, those Weatherman videos were Kino. From Caveman, will the stream be dark enough to steal my bike? A little bit of racism with our super chat monetization. Guess I'll fucking die, says. Thank you, Jim, for all the laughs. Your streams are the only thing that have made me laugh in these last 10 years, which is very dark for me. Praying for you. Well, thank you. From Timothy, hey, Jim, I want to recruit you to play in a new sport I'm inventing. It's basically bumper cars with with V8 engines strapped to wheelchairs. It sounds fun. Well, let's fucking turbocharge those bastards. Let's see how fast they can go. From Extort 1220, here's 50 titty twisters for my birthday boy Boogie. His little tipples they're erect now with excitement. From Bobby Boost 100, happy birthday Booger. Bitcoin Live sent some emojis. Hit monkey likey. Thanks for the Boogeyman birthday bonanza, Jim. Don't take my kidney, says buy a chat for your chat. Caveman again, will you stream dark enough to steal my bike? Hit me twice with that one. Chaos Incorporated, just wanted to shout out my fellow Sweetie Squad member, KCB, Catlin R, Buru, Michael H, and Ol Reen. Love them lots. From Milan Judak, stay strong, Jim. from Uncle Hall. Sui, Jimu Bonanzai. Good to see you remonetize, Daddy Jim. Here's some super berries for your health, and good luck between now and your return when something else draws your ire. From Narnir. Boogie sold his credibility for 5K while the crypto scammers got thousands more. From Pixel Ranger. Hey, Jim, ever considered selling visors? I have a hat and a winter beanie, and I need a visor to go with my mullet. Well, we want to complete the look. Maybe I can get a whole thing going. From Craig Christ. Would you call my friend Mike a flaking whore? Mike, you are a flaking whore. From Gillian C. Jim is the Aikido to the lolcow version of Fruit Basket's 2001 anime since he's dying from the curse. Here's 5 to prevent Jade from slash and burn Akiri. From Fish, fighter jets just dispatched to Alaska coast. From Bio Buns, hello Jackson. From Aileen, Snus is better than Sigs. Really? From Patrick Bateman, what do you think about what Destiny said about the dad that died at the Trump rally? Don't know why the conservatives are surprised. Is it a good thing that bread tubers are just honest about how they feel? I know he's been fighting half the internet and saying every extreme thing that he can. I don't know if it's like a gimmick thing to get money or, multiple appearances, because he's painted himself as like the villain of the internet, right? And he's fighting with everybody, which means that he's getting everywhere, right? He's getting massive attention. So he's probably made a boat ton of cash off it. What does he really think? I don't know what he would really think. Be interesting to find out. From Timothy, can you shout out my friend Nick Kerr and tell him he's a lazy Papa Jim? Very clever. From Andrew, got a little emoji. Captain Spaulding, Squarework Media's world was Boogie's abuser. From Jimmy J. And before YouTube figures out they screwed up, keep fighting Jim. From Creepo Weirdo, can you still say moon crickets, Jim? I believe you can. From Medicare, just unalive my monetization, fam. Stinky Stink. Jim, please, I'm begging you, tell Krimke to get a job. From General Abatrus. From Ted Cruz, from the top down, tell Keemstar to turn Boogie's play button into a Sonichu medallion and have Chris Boers perform an exorcism on it. Chris Boers really needs to do like an in real life version of shitposts and creepypastas. I want to see him wandering the woods looking for Slenderman. I want to see him throwing himself against the wall, trying to glitch out into the back rooms. Like breaking into a Chuck E. Cheese and seeing if the animatronics will come alive. That has potential. The Koof Jackson, hello at BioBuns and Digger. From Metster Ann, can't join on iOS, I want a pudding. From Filthy Gaijin, YouTube Jannies can eat excrement. From Mama Oko, thank you, Jim, for your continued light. VTubers everywhere will carry your light to laugh at stupid people. I even bought a hat for my model. From Creepy Weirdo, Augustine's equal Thorpe. We've got one from Rooks a Doodle. Metokur has been purveyor of truth for so many years. Thank you. From Nicholas Taylor, Boogie needs to buy a lie for his lie. From Quest, I can't believe Boogie's leaving my state. If you need any help moving Boogie, let me know. I'll do it for free. From Gomer081, Daddy Keem taking care of the duder. From Gifted Monster, hey Jim, send something to you. You should be there the next week. Aussie treats for the win. So I should look out for the ticking box. Is that what you're telling me? Hey Jim, mailed you something in the post office. It's going to tick a little bit. Just to shake it a lot. You'll know it's from me. Just hold it up right to your fucking face, Jim. Shake the box. It's full of treats. Delicious treats, Jim. Everybody loves delicious treats. Just put it right up to your fucking face and shake it around a little bit. From Kexax, hey Jim, what super chat platform gives you the highest percentage of our dollar dues? Sounds like Susan paid what she owes. It's a good question. I think YouTube takes 30% of everything. I don't know what Ko-Fi takes, but I'm pretty sure it's less than 30%. And I think Cash App just does it directly. I've never actually investigated super hard, to be honest with you. I just sell hats. Listen, if you want to financially support me and my lovable sex abuse live streams, make sure to swing on by the Metokur.myshopify. What is it? Metokur. I should probably say the right fucking link, right? Metokur.myshopify.com store and pick some shit up there. That always works out best. Buy hats for your hats and then sweaters for those hats and a couple of mugs for the sweaters. From Gamer Dude. Hey there, Jimmy boy. Are your Sweetie Squad hats going to be up on sale again? I wanted to buy some as gifts. Also, who is your favorite girl from Eminence and Shadow? I'm all in on Delta, with much love from Golden Valley and my ghetto, Trashy State. Oh my god, I don't even remember the names of the fucking girls of the show. I just remember reading the manga and really liking it. I like the edgelord characters, especially when it's like comedy, and it's so over the top. It's so fucking over the top. Especially like the whole school sequence. Like he was so thrilled to like live out that fantasy, like the fucking high schooler fighting the terrorists. That was like his big thing. He was so into that. It's actually, the manga was great. The anime was great. It makes me wonder what the light novel was about. I heard that they went into like ridiculous, almost autistic detail about how all this shit works. Like just pages upon it. From MS, Jim, I don't know how much this will mean from a random stranger on the internet, but it makes me happy that you're still alive and kicking. We love you, Jimbo. From John Yeager, this is a great soundtrack for my evening walk. From Uncle Aries, been a fan since I first saw the Metal Mouth 44 vids. I enjoyed your punishment idea a lot more than Keem's dumbass tattoo idea. Stay well, man. From Patrick Bateman again. Check out the Matthew McConaughey movie Killer Joe KFC chicken leg scene. That's what Boogie's dad did to him. Whole scene is on YouTube. Take care, Jim. From the Sow, Jim died and fall down and he hit his mute button. From Nitrum 10, BBC equals big Boogie cope pill. BBL equals big Boogie lie. From Beboz, yeah, you were muted. From ISJ322, if that pig Ralph outlasts you, there is no God. Enjoy this tax-free super chat. I really would love to know who convinced him that his fucking super chats were free and that all his like donations were free. He was so happy. He was so happy at the idea of never paying taxes. That everything was just completely free and clear. It was just never going to be an issue. From Bill Y, the Science Fi. Hey man, been watching you since I was 14. I'm 25 now. Wanted to say thank you for the years of entertainment and teaching the most important lesson, to laugh at the dumpster fire. From Eric, the clip was muted, Boomer Jim. From Bed and Breakfast, how many times do you think Ralph has, or how much time do you think Ralph has on this earth? I have no idea. Listen, he's living in a metal shack in a foreign country, broke and destitute, high on Xannies, having imaginary conversations with people that don't even exist at this point. Convinced that any money he makes he'll never have to pay taxes on, and talking shit to the cartels. So I don't know how much time he has, but he's speedrunning something. He's definitely speedrunning something. From Decaf Geek, glad you've been feeling good enough to do all these Boogie streams, but don't think you can escape doing a Patrick Tomlinson stream at some point, Stalker Child. Cheers to you and Jade. From Bitcoin Live, Common Sense Gun Control. From Annie Droid, Dad, the clip is muted. From Cerberus Mutt, Jim, if you want a good AA song, check out Boogie 2988, the musical, uploaded by Calistui. It's a banger. TSP Historical Society, Ralph, looking good. From Leather Caller, thank you, Jade, for telling him the clip was muted. From Malcolm Lang, Boogie behaves like people I evict. It's me, the Lightbringer. Tech Slave Jade with the save of the day. From Straubs, donation for your hearing test, Boomer Jimbo. From Lad Teppies, did Jade break any bones when she smacked you around? No. Luckily, my skull isn't one that's fucking turning to dust just yet. From 4Chanimal, this is a tip for Jade for saving the stream. Toxic Mogger of the Hateful. Joke's on you, I bought a hat, then bought a hat for my hat. Get owned. From Gragu, Jim, clean your nose, wink, wink. From Hi, I'm Roscoe. Jim, I thought on Riqueda's tattoo, or Jim, thoughts on Riqueda's tattoo. Total crackhead are midlife meth crisis. I don't know. He did. I haven't been really paying attention to Riqueda, but I am familiar. Didn't he get like some tattoo of both his wife and like April on his shoulder or some crazy shit? I'd have to look at it. I'd have to see what the tattoo is. Maybe I'm misinformed. The last thing I heard related to this was that that the third party in the throuple had just been charged with a drug offense. So now like everybody's got charges on them. From Eric, thank you, Jade. Meister and again, can't buy membership on iOS. From Deus03, never forget Boogie lied and James Craig tried to swat WTRD. Tibbs TV is a child predator. Get those hats for your hats because they need an extra hat. From Breakdance Express, I love you, Jimbo, but no audio first thing. What a retard. From Michael, congrats on getting remonetized. Hope your health improves. Your personal streams and guest appearances so far this year have been pure gold. Is Boogie now on par with Ross, Caro, and the other internet idiots? No, like Ross was pretty awful, and Caro especially was awful. Boogie would have to do more to reach that level. I mean, that's we're getting into some real sicko shit territory with those two. From D33 Tail, Boogie lied, Keem cried. From DSP Historical Society, is there any justice in this world? There isn't. Jim will make more in the stream than Boogie will all year. Love you, Cancer Man. No homo. From Sly Maverick, Jim, is this your 14th, 1488th warning about the clip volume being muted? P.S. Hope you and Jade enjoy the summer. From Lassical, all the mannerisms make Boogie look like a huge liar even when he's allegedly telling the truth. From Vivid, yo, try this Super AIDS. Wall's Protocol Diet. I had MS, and this actually cured it. I went from barely walking to sprinting and deadlifts. Best wishes. God, what was it I read about MS recently? And this would have been a while ago. Wasn't there some military study? Didn't they do a study like military health records in relation to like MS or something similar to it? Where they're trying to find like some correlation, what the cause could be. And they found that it had like some weird connection to people that had had mono when they were children. I don't know why that blazed into my head. I don't know. That was like a news story for a while and then it like disappeared. So I don't know if they backed off on that or if there's more to it. From Tweeter Trash, if you can read this, it means YouTube passed the stress test. Congratulations on making those dollar redos. Happy birthday, Boogie. No more scams. From Cayman Common, Boogie2988, spouses beaten. From Nitram, the riggers keep muting your clips. Can't let them beat you, Medicare. Classical, thank you for streaming while actually having cancer unlike a fat grifter who makes it up for fun and compliment material. If you can please wish a happy birthday to Yalila. Did I pronounce that right? Or I bet I butchered it, didn't I? Well, happy birthday nonetheless. From Lewis Brill, clearly the muting is Susan's fault. It is. From Gordon Freeman, Jim, can I send you a copy of my fantasy book? It's about a griffin getting stuck in a time loop. Sure, knock yourself out. I'm a reader. I like to read, believe it or not. So I'm all up for reading fantasy, fiction, nonfiction. I'll read pretty much anything. Creepy Weirdo, the cancer spread to Jim's computer. It has. From Goro Daimyo, I'm eating cookie to grow them titties like my idol Boogie. From Hiroshima, thank you, Jim. Or thank you for the Jim Pilster, but you're welcome. From Blue Meanie, howdy, Jim. I heard you're a fan of anime. You should check out Kuriyama Chronicles. It's an anime independently made and posted on YouTube. Trust me. From PP Poo Poo, you got your YouTube money back. That's great. I hope you rake in thousands this stream. From Lassical, hey Jim, thanks for the stream. What is some of the weeb stuff you were enjoying of late? Have you read The Return of the Disaster Class Hero? It's similar to Solo Leveling and pretty good. Oh, what was the one that I actually have been looking forward to is, oh my God. Not omnipresent. I'm gonna have to Google this now because I'm gonna fuck the name up now. 1 second here. Is it Omniscient Reader? Is that the one I'm looking for? No, it might not be. Oh my God, there was a good one that I was reading and now I can't find the name for it. If you're asking what I've been watching lately, I actually mentioned this last time. I've just been watching or rewatching Overlord because I enjoy it, and there's 4 seasons of it now, and I'm still floored by the fact that they were able to get 4 seasons of it. I guess I don't have like a great list for you. I'm sorry. Dude here, 1342. Percocet is a hell of a drug. From Anti Kevin. You're the best, Jim. Very happy to be able to contribute to Super Chat to my favorite advertiser-friendly YouTube weatherman, Tekken player. Yeah, I'm known for my Tekken abilities. From Justin Royland. Hey, Jim, can you tell my friend Evan Glenn like that he's basically Boogie? Well, Evan, you heard him. From Trek Deca 13. Love you, Jim and Jade. Happy birthday, Boogie. From Edward. Hi, Jim. Got a little emoji from No Name. From Brappy Hour. Peace be with you, Jade and the dogs. From Miss Kitty. We love you, Jim. From Shannon Lee. Boogie is a Machiavellian in the most pathetic of ways. From Tagerman. Shout out to Low Tier God being one of the first to call this Lardo out. Could you play LTG's message to Boogie? Well, I don't know. You see, this stream right now, it has a threshold for credit ratings, and I don't know if if we can play his message. What's his credit score? Are we allowed to play his message? I think you have to be 700 to have your message played here. Poor low tier credit. But you are right. He was one of the first to call it out. From page 5, a feeling in your heart ain't nothing wrong. From Tav Nazian, is that a male Trigglypuff? Well, that is a good question. That is a good question. Eric, again, I begged you buy a hat for a hat. I begged you, Dan. Oh God, Dan, you need to buy a hat for a hat. From Grassroots Hegemon, my hat has a hat. What do I do with the rest of my life? You buy a sweater and a mug. From Jophius Oglethorpe, Homo say what? Oh, you got me. You got me. From Bell, hey Boomer, can you say happy birthday to your biggest fan, Jake, who introduced me to your streams? Well, happy birthday, Jake. From Arcade Outpost, liar manipulators like Boogie and Ricada hit themselves in the head to get you to stop questioning their behavior. From Blue Fire, for Jay's Nest Egg Fund, hope you don't need it and instead can get her a solid gold cage with all the super berries. Buy a hat for your cat, Chad. From Mark Cole, Boogie's meltdown looks just like when you crack a witness's testimony on Ace Attorney. It was rather fascinating to watch him spurg out. Like, he had a different version of a spurg out in each of the streams that he did. So he got kind of like a different perspective each time, which made it made it more entertaining. Louis Brill, one for my dad, one for my sister. From Epic Yoshi, Boogie shook the pill bottle and said, Mamenko, can you hear me, Mamenko? Papenko, I can hear you, Tatenko. From X-Champion X for the win, I begged you to unmute the clip, Jim. I begged you. He just wouldn't do it. From Christopher Brown, let's not forget Boogie has been the guy who's made a career for the last 10 years having freakouts on camera. From Johnny Rivers, on behalf of every man who can't get to a Ren fair without being constantly reminded of CA on Thanksgiving, thank you, Jim. The White David, buy a hat for your hat, bought for your hat. There we go. Let me get here. Christopher Brown, Jim, what's worse than a furry knowing a furry who lives in the woods with another furry? Fuck you, Louie, LOL. Overcaffeinated. Was in the Arctic Circle in Nunavut, flying a drone for your first stream on him, working at a convention for the second. Now I'm in rural Manitoba, flying a drone over for the third. I'm happy and making more money than him. Get dunked on, fatty. As long as you're enjoying yourself. I don't know what Boogie makes. I mean, he said that, what was it? He said to CoffeeZilla and to the others, it was around $2 to $3 grand from the local live thing per month. And then whatever he gets on his solo streams, his videos, and then if he has merchandise, I actually don't know if he sells merchandise, but if he does, whatever he gets from that, probably, oh no, he did say $6 grand, didn't he? He said something like $6 grand a month or something. From Brandon Lees, I ordered my hat July 1st and I'm yet to get it. It is indeed a hat for my hat, says it in transit. Well, be sure to send an email if it got stuck in transit. Some of the time they have issues shipping out, especially to like, and I don't know why it is, but like Australia, New Zealand, and certain parts of Asia, and like 1 or 2 European countries. It gets a little spotty. For some reason, South America doesn't usually have any issues, though. I don't know why that is. Heart Beats Drum. Hi, Jim. Longtime fan, and I can't overstate how much what you do is appreciated. Praying for your health and family, and hope you make it through this. Thanks for everything you've given us, brother. From Citation Found, hey, Jim. Hope you're enjoying monetization until Susan finishes her Franzia and realizes what has happened. Oh, yeah, no. There's no way this is going to last. In fact, they're probably dickish enough to let me read through all of these and then pull it. Unintelligent Design. John Del Alros beats his wife and disabled children, guilty in California court system. Grab a copy of Dino King. #Leamstar. From Guantanamo Bay. Originally got a snapback, but not a fitted hat guy. My daughter loves that one, so I got a beanie for myself. Got a hat for my hat. From Seahouse. Can we hit it? God bless the goal. From Terry Hesticles. Man, I hope the cop that went to Boogie's house looked like Frank Castle. I don't think he could have handled that, to be honest with you. From Hell, oh, this is terrible. That's what's in my domain. Coffee mug hat, please. Metokur and Chill. Sui. From Mike is Conscientious, we got a little angry emoji. I'm not sure what I said at that moment, but something upsetting, I'm sure. From Caveman, the most exercise Boogers has gotten in decades. Laugh my ass off. From The Nasty, The Violator. There we go. That was a clown from Spawn, right? He looked like the fucking Violator. From Carlos, Metokur, I'm going to start working with high schoolers for a bit, and I remember you used to do school stuff. How do I deal with these little bastards? Oh, you don't. You can't. Oh, you're at their mercy now. Oh, you better watch yourself now, buddy. Oh, you tell a kid and mouth is, like mouths off to you. You got to take it. Kid doesn't do his homework. You got to take it. Fails a test. You got to take it. Can't pass this test. Uh-oh. Oh, he ripped his little cord out. Sorry about that. They yanked they're coming for me, boys. They yanked my cord out. Actually, I was just going for a lighter there. Smoke them while you got them. How do you deal with it? Well, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to hope you're a great teacher. Oh boy. Good luck, buddy. Good luck, buddy. From Joey Jigger Bippers. Hey, Cancer Man, I just wanted to say I'm going to be a dad soon. Thank you for showing me how not to be like our Alpha Tartar Canceler's Boogie's gay father. From Hop Diddy's Chronic Tacos. Definitely should have made him tattoo liar on his forehead. Cheers for the stream, boss man. From Gamer James. After Andy Tonka and the IBS idiots, I didn't think there'd be any more self-emulation more spectacular than Ethan Ralph. Boogie proved me the frick wrong. Buy a hat for your hat or a hat for Jade's hat, please. Stay rich, Jim. From Metokur and Chill, the Violator and his teen girlfriend. From Goblin Hunter 43, people will bitch about the ending, or will bitch about ending it until you hand them a loaded shotgun and then tell them to do it. Then suddenly they'll change their mind. Crack was involved. From Bromedy Blank, say his name, Jim, and he appears. I believe in Jim Metokur. Some kind of taco. My mom twitted my tipples. From bombislam.com, tell your mom. From Lou Bar, congrats on being remonetized. Also, anime sucks. Cope and Sneed. Lastly, Kevin Nash was cuddled in the summer of '92 by a pack of Bulbasaurs. From Shannon Lee, mommy fattening up my tipples. Some kind of taco. Mommy, no, you can't twist my tipples. Please don't feed me the pizza, mommy. Anything but the pizza. From Coffee and Cigs, twisting the tipples happened in the butter attic. A deleted scene from A Time to Tell. Sure is hot today, Boogie. Why don't you grab that butter? From Willy Nilly, Mom made him eat pizza so there was more tipples to twist. From Benjamin Leviathan, was she Leanne Cartman? From Caveman, what do you call an Ethiopian with a yeast infection? A quarter pounder with cheese. From Grimace82, Sar, your clips are muted. No, not the mic, the clips, Sar, no. From Patrick Bateman, twist my tipples and feed me pizza, Daddy Jim, I beg you. From Tojaro1, I've never donated to any creator ever. This one's for you, you glorious bastard. Hope the ground doesn't weigh too heavy on you. From Tapio, hey, what is the name of the SAPSA? I don't know the name of this. Okay, so this is a really old video. You can find it if you look for it. Just look for really shitty 90s, early 2000s PSAs about the subject. You'll find it eventually. It's like a series of 5 of them. But it's such a weird PSA with them sitting around talking about the subject matter. Obviously, it's been altered slightly. But it's just, oh God, it screams 90s, doesn't it? Let me see if I can find it. I'll play it again real quick for you. I'll play it again real quick for you without me saying anything so you can enjoy it.
And remember, being abused by a male does make you gay. If something like this happens to you, know that it is your fault. You did wrong. And telling someone about it does make you less of a man. The bottom line, if you are molested, you wanted it, you did something to deserve it. That make you weak. No offense. Being molested means you're gay.
Good old family-friendly PSAs. Who doesn't love them? Who doesn't love them? Yeah, I can't remember the exact name of the series, if that's what you're asking. I don't know off the top of my head. Let's see here. Burb, glad to see you getting doubloons for playing Kick the Retard with these people. From The Quartering, buying a hat for my hat and extending that hat in my hand. I hate that one lame live stream made us enemies. I really do wish you the best. I've always enjoyed your commentary. Really pulling for you, selfishly because I want more content. Well, thank you very much. From Uzumaki King, sorry, they take a cut of the donation from you, from a man who has actual cancer. Glad to still hear from you, Jim. From Brian, thumbs up if you hate quartering. From Janelle M, graphic designers will spot the inconsistencies. From Guinness 1987X, I hope you didn't miss the fact that only the reason Boogie donated the 3K is because he thought he'd get the play button back and sell it for 10K. 7K profit. I didn't miss that. It is true that during the stream that uh, what was it? Keeman said that he had an offer come in from somebody that they were going to pay 10K to get Boogie's play button, and then you are correct. After that, he was willing to donate the 3. So it is reasonable to conclude that somewhere in Boogie's head he thought I could get this play button back by donating $3,000, sell it for $10,000, and make $7,000 in profit. Which is, well, I think when Keem sends it back to him, he's going to smelt it first, and it's going to be a brick. From Luigi Brius, they do have silent tattoo guns and Discord filters out background noise anyway, so it was probably that. From Arte Animal, stay healthy, Jim. We need you. From Kexax, got my hat in the mail. The quality is excellent now. Looks exactly like your avatar. More merch, please. We'd probably even buy bathwater. From Bell, remember when Onision wanted his ex to tattoo liar on their foreheads? No, because I'm not actually super familiar with Onision stuff. But that would be interesting. Did that actually happen? Did they go through with it? From Foxy-esque, been following your stuff for years. Huge fan. Hope you're doing well. From Pulse Kinesis, no, it needs to be cancer-free on his forehead instead. Well, that would be accurate. From Cogsworld, Jim, would love to have you on the show. It could really turn things around. It's not doing so well. My brother has lied about me and ruined my reputation. She was 17, not 14. From Cream Kitten, will the dark cancer be put on a shirt, please? I believe that it is. I don't know what she's done with the merch this time. From Trish Chan, it won't fit across the forehead. We should put it on his chins. From Ton Lito, I gotta buy a hat and a second one in case it gets lonely. From Janelle M, I vote for I Love Tipster tattooed on his butt. From Croc940, I think the Noid caused some guy to attack a Domino's. From Hippie Moses, what about a face pic of Mutahara on his calf? Oh, he would go crazy if he did that. He hates Muta. I don't know what the backstory between the two is, but he hates him. From Mr. Kill Everything, say hello to Mazzy, you moon cricket. Well, hello, Mazzy. From Justin Royland, may Boogie ate someone who is trying to get out. From Poke, I would pay good money to see Boogie dress up as the Noid. Cogsworld, 16 is the age of consent in the UK. From Andrew Alt, how much money would you how much money would you take to suck Boogie's tipples? I don't know. Are they pizza flavored? From DJ Huddy, Boogie should get V1 tattooed to his forehead. From Ulcerus Spiv, avoid the Noid. Mom loves kicks. Tricks are for kids, and buy a hat for your hat. From Kexax, hey Jim, which super chat platform gives you? Oh, I've already read this one. Is it actually cycling back now? I might have gone through these. Let me see here. From Crappy Posts, I have forgiven my mom 2 seconds later. She's a piece of shit that's for what she's done. My doctor said I have cancer, doesn't have cancer. I'm having severe panic attack, proceeds to read chats normally. Fuck this cunt and ban him. Yep, yeah, if you watch, it's fucking mind-blowing, isn't it? From Sutona, Boogie should do a sit-down interview answering all the tough questions people have, as conducted by Frank Hassel. From Young Architect, hi, non-Benadryl hat man. Yeah, I know, I get that reference. I'm sorry I missed the first hour. I just wanted to say there are Kojima antagonists more lucid and coherent than this raging hand beast. Tipples, 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 and tipples. From Leather Collar, thank you for the stream. Put this towards toys and treats for your 3 new pups. That video on the Twitter is very cute. Well, thank you. From Red Run, is that Red Rum? Red Rum. The Boogie arc has been great. Who do you think is going to be next? I don't know what's going on next. I mean, you've got Larson's kind of out of the picture. Tomlinson is still out there doing his crazy shit. Let's see. You've got the Mr. Beast thing with Chris Tyson going on. Who would be next? Like, what's the next big thing? I don't actually know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. From Crappy Post, Mr. Beast got twisted by Boogie 1488 Mummy Lol. From John Doe, total Tipples death. From Shannon Lee, did he be wanting to party, but you got to tell him no. Small Asian, what about MC Hammer? I don't know if P. Diddy tried to kill MC Hammer. Maybe he's a possibility. From Kayla Connor, dude, come on. Why would you do that to me? Redacted. Okay, I'm not going to read that super chat. I'll go to this next one from somebody whose name isn't listed that says, please don't read my name. Hey, Jim, you just mentioned you had tinnitus. Anything you did to help cope, wishing you guys the best. They always bullshit. Tinnitus sucks. Yes, I do have tinnitus. I'll tell you what I've noticed being sick over the last couple of years, dealing with either like the rib shit or tinnitus or, oh, God, any of it, the pancreatic or the renal pain, any of that kind of stuff. You adapt. The tinnitus sucks, and it really sucks, and it's scary, and it's disruptive, and it's awful. I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking awful. The thing that I found out is pretty much with like most things like that, you will adjust. It's not that it's gonna go away or necessarily get better. It's just that it'll become normal to you, and it takes a long time, and it could take weeks, months, a year, but you will get used to it. People can cope with things you would be amazed at, stuff like that, or pain, or anything really. As for like short-term stuff you could do, white noise is good. So like having a fan going is something I do a lot. Um, it helps to kind of drown that out a little bit, and then I can focus on the fan sound rather than the tinnitus. And that actually really helped. After a month or two, I kind of adjusted to it. I heard that some people really benefit from hearing aids. That was one conversation I had. It's not like a guarantee. It's almost like a coin toss. But for some reason, certain people, if they get a hearing aid, it can neutralize for I don't know exactly how, but it will cancel out the tinnitus. But it's like luck of the draw kind of shit. Like maybe it works for you, maybe it doesn't. But it will get better. You will adjust to it. It just really sucks. Um, you just got to kind of tough through it. It's the best you can do. It really is. Somebody in normal chat saying, "I'm so sorry, Jim." There's a lot of people with tinnitus, but you get used to it. You really do. I mean, it sucks, but you really, really do get used to it. It takes a while. So if that's what you're dealing with, my condolences. It does suck. I mean, they are right, but yeah, try look into like a fan. Um, Maybe play some videos in the background of like some kind of sound in it. I guess you have to look at whatever the frequency is. Like, is it high, low, what, and try to like find a sound that kind of, I don't know, neutralizes it or kind of blurs it out a little bit. But that's helpful, especially if you're like trying to go to sleep. That's when it usually is the most bothersome. Now I know there were more super chats that came in. I will read those. I got through the list of these. There were more that came in while I was reading. But I do have Ko-Fi ones to go through and Cash App ones to hit. So we'll take one more quick break. I'm going to grab a water because my throat's starting to catch up to me. And we will do those. So I'll come back. We'll hit Ko-Fi and Cash App, and then I'll read out the rest of the super berries on YouTube before they yoink them from me. Okay. So let me put up one. We'll do one more little break here because I've been reading for about what is it, like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to do my hat song. Here's how you can neutralize the tinnitus. An obnoxious song about buying hats from a man that whores himself on the internet. Oh, what a cure. Be sure to tell all the doctors we found a cure for tinnitus. It's a merchandise song from a YouTuber that won't shut the fuck up. By buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, gotta use that USA dollars to do it. Where are you going to do that, you ask? Well, you don't really ask, but I'm going to show you anyway. Fuck you. I'm going to show you anyway. Oh, look at those hats. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Wear it around town. It looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Look at those hats. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. Wear it around town. It looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. When I'm sad, pay me. It's the only cure, really. When you're very sad, you need to pay me money. You gotta buy my fucking hats. All right, that's the only way you're gonna teach these communists their fucking place. These lemon-loving motherfuckers. It's by buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, gotta use that USA dollars to do it. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. Wear it around town. It looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. For your hat.
私の愛のゆりかごあなただけが夢の使者に呼ばれる朝が来る細い首筋を月明かりが映してる世界中の時を止めて閉じ込めたいけど
I love America too much. Love the red, white, blue. Love my apple pie and baseball. Sometimes I just look at the Statue of Liberty. It's so goddamn beautiful. Oh, that is good stuff. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. For your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. For your hat. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. To sell you beautiful fucking hats. We all love Jim's hats. Let me move a little bit. Over on Shopify. Metokur.myshopify.com. Buy the finest hats available. You gotta do this. You're gonna do that over at my store. Buy my hats. Teach the communists a lesson. Fuck the lemons. Buy a hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. Quality. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. Oh, holy shit. Oh, what a fucking beautiful ending to this. Oh, God. Let me get a cigarette for this one. Ah, there we go. Our little merchandising song. Now I'm not the one that comes up with the songs, because I'm awful at that. That's actually my wife. So I think she's actually working on more. Because I don't want to keep playing the same ones over and over again. I'm not 100% certain what to go with. So she's better at that than I am. So let me jump over to Cash App here and read the ones that came through there. And then we'll jump over to Ko-Fi. From Terabyte. Make sure the audio is good. There we go. From Terabyte. Thanks for all the smoker cackles, Jimbo. Well, always glad to oblige. From Austin. He's going to cover it up for the beard anyways. Yeah, people were suggesting he was just going to let his hair grow out and then you won't see the liar thing. But I think he has to keep it clear. I think that was part of the bargain. We'll see how it goes. From Clayton. For the Weeb Dungeon. Well, thank you very much. From Sofu. Would you ever actually join Lolcow? No, that was a joke. From Joseph. I wish Daddy Jim would twist my tipples. Don't we all? I should get a shirt that just says tipples. From LXX. Thank you for the laughs, Cancer Man. Well, you are welcome. So for again. It's just a little heart. Oh, well, thank you. From Abe. Is Ethan Ralph an Oblivion NPC? I know that's a question we all ask ourselves. I don't know why he went with that music choice. From Fresh Bed Sheets. Faith and Austin say, love you, Jim. Well, thank you very much. From Logan, local cancer patient, too angry to die. Love you, Jim. From Janeska. It says, oh, do I have to hit this to view it? Maybe that's why it's not doing it. No, you bricked my phone. Janeska, have you super trolled me? Why is it not loading it up? There's another one from Janeska. I'm being trolled. From Dominic, what was your favorite part of university? If I had to be honest with you, Okay, so I got an associate's degree from a community college first, and then I went to university. So if you're going to ask me like what my favorite part of university was, it was the fact that a community college is way more fucking affordable than a university. Um, yeah, the affordability would have been what I'd say, because university is fucking expensive. Everything around it is expensive. Even if you're working a like a semi decent job to help, and you've got loans and everything else, it's just a fucking clusterfuck of cost. From Sean, why is it okay? See, it's just fucking with me now. From Joshua, shout out from Flynn and Isaiah from West Virginia. From Reese, we took down Chinese and Russian bomber in Alaska. Somebody else to okay, I'm gonna go take a look at this just to see if this is. That's the second time somebody's mentioned that. So let me go see if I can find this. Are we blowing shit out of the sky? Oh my god, that's an actual real story. Why is there always warlike shit happening? Okay, let me see what it says. On July 24th, 2024, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, also known as NORAD, detected and intercepted 2 Russian Tu-95, and 2 Chinese H-6 strategic bombers operating in the Alaska Air Defense Identification Zone. This marks the first time Russia and Chinese military aircraft have been intercepted simultaneously. NORAD, a joint operation between the U.S. and Canada, responded by scrambling jet fighters from both countries to intercept. The Russian and Chinese bombers remained in the international airspace and did not enter the U.S. or Canada sovereign airspace. The incident has raised concerns and discussions about the geopolitical implications and potential military tensions between the involved nations. And how close did they get? Let's see with this raw alert here. Is there any more updates on this? Alaska ADIZ airspace is not considered a direct threat, but it is super close. Well, goddamn. Everything's going crazy. Yeah, you're the second person to mention. I saw the first time and I thought it was just somebody, bullshitting, having a little bit of a laugh, like, oh, remember the last stream you did, Jim, where, the president got shot? Well, now we've got foreign military aircraft invading our airspace. Apparently, no, that's actually happening. Oh boy, oh fun. Oh, super fun. Don't we all love that? Don't we love when that happens? From Brian, for your videos have carried me through the hard times. Well, thank you very much. From Sofu again. Did you ever upgrade Jade's cage? Your art is cute. No, I've not upgraded the cage. But I will tell her that you enjoy the art. From Kenny, will you have a Metokur in the morning again? No, I will not. And finally from Austin, Boogie is fat. Just throwing that out there. For actually having cancer, fuck Boogie. There we go. I think that brings us up to date on the cash up ones. I can't believe we've got military aircraft flying over fucking Alaska. Buy a bomb for your bomb, chat. Is that what you're saying? Always buy a bomb for your bomb. All right, let's hit the Ko-Fi ones here next. From Jimmy Jams, keep the fight with the cancer. On your Twitter, you stated that you liked Hajime no Ippo. Have you been keeping up with the manga? No, I've not been keeping up with the manga, but I do love it. I've watched every episode. I probably should get into the manga, to be honest with you. From Fang Cerberus, what do you think about Boogie's next, or what do you think Boogie's next grift will be? I don't know. Getting fake tattoos? From Sailor Shenanigans, hi Jim, thanks for the shirt. It wasn't for that shirt, I wouldn't have survived animal cancer. Well, you're welcome very much. From Snitch's Little Heart, today has been a glorious day. I got a new job today that pays 4 times as much while being much less labor intensive. And later on, Boogie got a liar tattoo for real. Well, it's been going well. Well, yeah, good thumbs up. Make that money. From 3 Sheets Ralph, we need more. Yes. From Donkey, Boogie has recently been trying to Boogie has recently been trying hard to be a runner-up for the Rage Pig title. From Coop, please take a look at this YouTube video. It involves Boogie. I'm actually reading this on a second device, so I'll have to look at it after stream. From the Clam Slam, welcome to the Sub Club. From Santino, nothing on that one, it's just a one-off. Yap Slap, hey Jim, did you hear about the Canadian apartments throwing shit down the Indian workers a floor down? No, I have not heard of that. Gift from Buttered Glove, thank you. From Neil, From Tumblerisms to Internet Insanity, from Ross to Ralph to Wings to Boogie, from Geek Love and the Apostle, Sappho to Tonka, Sargon and the Thorpes, you've given me, and then dot dot dot. Cuts it off for some reason. I'm hoping that finishes with entertainment. I hope you've enjoyed that. From Knight Talton of the Temple OS, hey Jim, been watching since I was 13. Thanks for the years of laughs. I hope and pray you make it. Please let Jade take your seed. We need more Jims in this world. From Bill C, Jim confirmed to be Jeff. Jade confirmed to be Ghislaine. Out here bullying sex abuse and cancer survivors for the Keems NWO. Got one from Sean. For your sore tipples. From Ralph's Gunt Crease. Put this cancer faking faggot 6 feet under like you will be soon. Ha ha ha. What you think about that, bish? You got him. From Sean. How do you feel about the fact that Spoonie will outlive you, Jim? Shameful. I don't know. Have you seen Spoonie drive? I don't know if he's going to outlive me. I've seen this man's ability to operate a motor vehicle. I might actually make it longer than he does. From Gab. We are so back, boys. A woo. Time for a face tattoo. Any recommendations, Jimbo? Tipples. Get tipples done? From Biff C. Shout out to Stu frickin' Glenn. Enjoy your tax-free donation, stalker child. One here from Bex. When I clicked your channel join button, nothing happened. Well, here's hoping YouTube doesn't demonetize and withhold your dollar dues again. Oh, if they already fucked me, you might be right. Maybe I'm already fucked. Let me go double check. Chat, if we already, it might have already, it's gone under already. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Let me check to see where would I even look. Where would I even look? Oh, boy. Oh, let me move that out of the way. Oh, how am I going to check this while I'm in the middle of the stream? Sorry, chat. Just give me a second. Let me try going on a... Here, let's try a different browser. Maybe a different browser is a smart way of doing it. No, it looks like it's working for me. Are you trolling me? Did you just epically mega troll me? You might have. You might have got me. Or YouTube's just fucking with me. That's also a possibility. There's also that possibility. From Kexax, hey Jim. Was there ever a point where you had a positive opinion of Ethan Ralph? If so, when? How did that change? Well, I mean, I guess it changed when he started acting like a complete fucking retard, would probably be when it changed. From Tetrabax, Boomer Stream technical difficulties always make me laugh. From Will Stedman, hey, just curious if you heard anything from your old pal Jonathan Ross. Nope. Last I heard he was in a facility. Juan Guzman, nice Boomer Stream, Jim. P.S. There's some great anime out this year. Go watch that instead of wasting your time on the Marvel stuff. Now I've got to work my way through all the Marvel movies. I'm sorry. It's part of my punishment. I'm halfway through phase 1. I think I have, what is it? Thor, Captain America, and the first Avengers movie. I think those are the next 3. From an Austrian painter, Jim, love the streams, love the content. I'm happy to hear you enjoyed the Doom tracks Alex and myself created. Can we send you a mask? Yes, that would be awesome. And those tracks are fucking amazing. From Sprawl297, fun stream as always, Jim. Here's a pack on me. From Jeb Bush, thanks for the keks. Here's some sheks. From Cataclysm, well, come on, Ding Dong. Harris picked Boogie as her VP for the all-important Dark Souls cancer vote. Yeah, that's who she's going to go with. I think somebody said she's going with Josh Shapiro. I don't even know who the fuck that is. I don't know who she... It'd be funnier if she picked Hillary, because then we could make all the, the barbell jokes again. And the idea that, like, Hillary's trying to offer to get the presidency would be amusing. From Phantasm, Jesus, Jim. We give you enough. Hire a kid to cut your grass so you don't break Jade's bones next. Also, Boogie, drop the butter knife and do a flip off a building. From Brenta, thanks for the entertainment, Jim. I wish you and your wife the best. Well, thank you. Solomon got a one off there. From Skell, hey, Jim. Can you settle a debate between me and my friend Parker? He said the game is penultimate. I said Noah needs to die is ultimate. He refuses to accept that. I don't know. I'm going to need at least 14 hat purchases to arbitrate this intense debate. From Phantasm, yo Jim, what's Boogie's name going to be for his abuse book that he said he's writing? A Million Little Tipples or A Trillion Little Fat Cells? Oh my God, he needs to call it A Million Little Tipples. I think you've got it. I mean, I'd buy it. A million little tipples that just rolls off the tongue. From Bex, Boogie is definitely going to cancel the charity donation. He should be asked to show the donation statement the charity sent out during tax season. From Shadowfox, how is he not stoked out during his fits? That's a good question. From Phantasm, now that Boogie is gangster enough to get a face tattoo, no raids, just Rap Apocalypse by Moon Crickets is the outro. From JMB312, thanks for the stream, always a good time. From Tretrabacks, great stream, I'm going to go lay down. From Smooligan, the Philippines seem to have a lot of locals. From Corey and Toda, a fat leftist who runs a game show blog called Buzzer Blog, where he spurgs about game shows to children. What? I guess I haven't really paid attention to international locos. From Kexat, what caused Jim's friends' accounts to be suspended over the years on Twitter X? Any good stories there? Well, the Patreon got suspended. Like if I talk about different accounts, so the Patreon got suspended due to the how the sausage is made video. YouTube videos started getting taken down because I did a lot of like it wasn't even like the Hugbox stuff or the Tumblrisms videos or any of that. It was all related to like mass shooters, right? You remember I did like a videos about that occasionally where somebody would go on like a spree killing, and I thought the best way to deal with that was to make fun of them. Those started getting targeted pretty heavily by YouTube, and all the videos had to come down. Twitter, it's been slap fights with either corporations or one was with Keffels. Another was, it's been so long on a lot of them, I don't even remember at this point. It's pissing somebody off by saying something I shouldn't. It's essentially always what it comes down to. From a local dumbass, if you say, "Hi, Nick Steiner, you're a bitch and I hate you. I'll buy a hat for my hat." Well, there you go. From Salt Muncher, don't let him get your tipples in a twist. Jimbo, also congrats on getting your super berries back. From Ko-Fi supporter, Boogie, more like Booger, am I right? Shout out to Andrew in the SBCC and whatever black site he's being held in. From Walter, my name is Mundane Matt. I want to violate Boogie's tipples and punch his erections while force feeding him pizza and Diet Mountain Dew. Matt Jarbo is my name. From Mr. Thundercloud, have you heard of Dr. Umar Johnson? He took over 1 million donations from a Pan African school for 14 years. Later, still no school, just 2 abandoned buildings in the hood. No, I'm not. Did he end up going to jail? Did he get caught? Or is this like a story that's related because he's, in some country that won't extradite him? From Fur BF Dragon, 1 for the Metokur and none for the Booger. To be honest, my inner dice goblin wants to steal Booger's dice, but those might be cursed. In all seriousness, get well soon, my dude. From Cataclysm, apparently there was a convention of Kamala Harris supporters. What do you think is wrong with them, Jim? I don't know what to tell you. And finally from Gav, I was lying in my last comment about making amends. I just want to use you for content. Well, there we go. All right, I think I'm caught up on Cash App and Ko-Fi. Let me just do one quick look on the Super Chat stuff, and then we will close it out here in just 1 second, folks. Okay, hold on. I'm almost completely caught up. Oh, actually, maybe I am fully caught up here. Let me just refresh. Sorry, 1 second, everyone. Make sure I don't miss anybody, and then we'll close it out. Where are we here? Almost. I'm just catching up. Okay. All right. Almost there. There's the MC Hammer one. There's the tinnitus question. Okay. I think, here we go. From Jacob Hansen, do you think Boogie is going to grow a beard to cover the tattoo? I think he's going to try to, yes. From Patrick Bateman, you see Dick shout at the bread tuber on PKA? No, I have not. From Le Monk, hey Jim, finally came to buy a hat, and I'm glad to see it's the shittiest quality possible. Hope you and yours are well. Godspeed, soldier. Always happy to oblige. From Fake, try to find the difference between a chunky pug trying to eat food crumbs off a phone screen and Boogie yelling at Keem through his phone. It's the same thing. From Aniro, Jim, it's not cancer, but for the past year at 36, I've begun to realize that I'm most likely autistic and feeling kind of down. Any advice? Well, you got to turn that frown upside down and use that power of autism for your benefit. Now, what could you put your autistic powers towards, right? What could you use those gifts towards to make your life better? I suppose if you're really detail oriented, learn to count cards, and then just take Vegas for every dollar you can. That's my suggestion. Go wild with it. Try to do in Vegas like those MIT kids did back in the early 2000s. From Padre Jankin 138, glad to see you're back, Big Boss, and selling hats and reading super berries. A total tipple death, TTD. From Richard Slammer, I bought a hat for my cat. You need to put that as a line in your ad. From Sokoton Soldier, Sub Metokur, I just got here. What did I miss? Well, we talked about Boogie for probably the last time here, unless he throws himself off an overpass. You just got pwned 2008. You might enjoy the AI song about Ethan Ralph. Can't seem to super chat the link, but look for the channel Songs in the Key of CWC, and song's name is The Mexican Dream. Day Drunk Paralegal, I hope Hamdad is working hard on those underwater habitats because things are getting weird. From Romeo, demonetization only takes your ad revenue, or not only takes your ad revenue, but also takes people's ability to super chat. Man, that's dumb. Anyway, wish you and Jade good health. From Orksy, Jim, time to go back to YouTube. Times are crazy and you got remonetized. We need internet insanity to keep us sane. Getting the classic videos re-uploaded would be nice as well. There's no way they're ever going to allow them back up here. I know there are archive channels, clip channels that have put them up, but I think even they had to edit stuff, which I'm fine with. I've always let people use the content that I've created. Somebody actually asked earlier today if they could use sound bites of me for some project they were working on. Yeah, go ahead. Use the videos, use the streams, do whatever you want with them. Knock yourself out. From Metster Ann, Jim, you're awesome. Stay strong and no tippling while on goofballs. See you soon. From Commander, quote, hope you kick that cancer's ternescent derriere, Jim. From Sergey. Boogie is Sergey or Surge? Boogie is great for teaching self-confidence. Anytime you think you fucked up, just look at anything he does, and now you'll look like a Nobel laureate. Keep smoking on that Boogie pack, aka Sigs. From 1M Beanie, first super chat, have always wanted to inform you. Ruff looks like Krang from the 80s TMNT cartoon. Look up God Bless You and Jade, have a smoke on me. You are, I know who Krang is. Very familiar. Very familiar with Krang. He kind of does. He actually the facial expressions, yeah. You know what? I can kind of see it. From Sebastian E., Boogie and Keem scam the internet. He will regrow the beard after the tat, just a plot to have people feel somewhat sorry for Boogie and allow him on LCL. Now, I don't think so. I don't think people are going to feel sorry for him. People have been enjoying shitting on him, though. From Eric the Red, buy hat for a fat. From Quest, I can do the tattoo like it was made in MS Paint. Frank Castle, the Weatherman 1, Susan Tipples, 2024. From Hard Nosed Pollock, Boogie's uncle to Moon Crickets. From Yulsara Spiv, Jim also supports all Debrak good people. From Borge, Mr. Metokur Sama, I just to Woku Apu, have some Bogus Bakusurus. From Samurai Tony, watching from Japan, I bought a hat from here, thanks. Oh, you're welcome. From Lost Forever, W Streams as always. All I can ask is if you can call out Augie RFC to come back to streaming. Hashtag Augie come home. Hey, he's been gone for a while. I don't know why. Why is Augie left? Did he run out of closets to stream in? Like, I thought he got his own place and he was all like geared up to stream and stuff. Universal Union, Boogie Woogie Woogie, can't you see your fat rolls and cancer just hypnotize me? From Schizo Spud, love your stuff, Hadman, God bless. From Seed, I've asked my priest to pray for you to have a full recovery. You have the blessing from the one true church. God is in your corner. Keep on being the cool kid on the internet. Well, thank you. From Cream Kitten, the design Jade put up isn't dark cancer. It's about leveling up. Can we get a dark cancer one on a shirt? I will ask. From Spiffy, Daddy Jim, the Moon Crickets want a tit beast hat. You've made jokes ages ago, and I'm still waiting for you to actually make one. From the OG Griper, hey Jim, if you're still around, think we'll get another election stream like the old ones? Probably not. There's no way I can stream for 8 hours. There's no fucking way. From Ligma Boy, I love your stuff. Jim, ask Boogie about the time he lied about his roommate borrowing $10 to buy a knife to self-harm. Hard round brush. More, we need more. Just want to say thanks for all the good laughs over the years. From Rare Form, never forget Obese 2988 said his trolls are worse than rapists and Nazis. From Cole, give your best hat salesman pitch to Josh on why you should start getting into 40K lore. Oh, well, I mean, you either like 40K or you don't. You can't really pitch somebody into it. Okay, Chick 93. Jim, it's great to see the Hat-Man without having to down a bottle of Benadryl. It's a sec- I wonder if anybody's going to get this reference. You're the second one to make it, by the way. I wonder if the audience is familiar that when people trip out, specifically Benadryl, I don't know why it is, that one of the hallucinations that's commonly reported from that deliriant, I guess, is that they see a Hat Man coming for them. Denizen of the Clown World, one for Boogie's dad and Boogie's the hooker. From Winston, the year the Chud streams were meant to be your final send-off from streaming. What made you come back to doing occasional streams? As I've said, my health is shit and on the decline, and I'm just trying to nest egg up as much as I can for my wife. That's about basically it. The thought of, I guess, kicking the bucket, and then she's got to deal with, I don't know, some fucking thing in the house, or some issue with an appliance, or some dumb shit that she shouldn't have to deal with after her husband dies. I don't know, it fucks me up. So I'll just do what I can. Keep pushing it until I drop. Bill Wilson, Super no Udra de Yani Su Futari inspired by Jimbo. I have no idea what you've just made me say. From Spectre, Super Chats are back. Miss a stream. Did you discuss Destiny's self-destruction? Can you call my friend Jared a ginger N-word? God bless Jim. Well, I think he's got the message. I love when everybody's like, can you call my friend an asshole for me? Like, do you show them the clip? What do they say to you afterwards? From CS, been watching you since the Ross days. Can you tell Twitch to undo or unban Shondo? I don't think Twitch is going to listen to me. From Spider God 99, hats for your hats off to you, Jim. Hope the YouTube overlords never realize their mistake and redust your YouTube channel. Your content's what make the clown world worth it. Not ready for the cancer aids to take you yet. Oh, thank you. From Bell, can you ask Jake to get the check? Thanks, Meaty Boy. From Sarah Quim de Blap, Miss Metokur, can you do a red 5th star hat, please? No school like the old school. I'll ask about that one. From Hop Diddy's Chronic Tacos, something I keep seeing people say, Boogie only made $5K off the crypto scam. He could have been lying about not taking money from his coins. I remember he said he had a 2% stake in them. That is true. I don't know what he did with it. From Winston, Ghost Politics says, hi, he loves you anime and VTubers. From Sarcastic Madman, are you going to raid Pippa's stream? She's doing an SCP stream. Yeah, we can raid that. From Shadow624, loving the increase in content. Could you please play the low tier God a message from Boogie or a message for Boogie? Somebody mentioned that earlier. Caps Lock 3, Godspeed Metokur. Hopefully, God gives you a few more years. Nate Oriole, finally catching your stream. Hope you feel better, man. From Cooper Black. Bought your hat and wear it every day. Working for IT for state government. Everyone asks if 4 stars is the quality of my service. Take care, Jim. Always giving them 80%. 1488. Dick Masterson struck by Sonichu curse. From Alunar, keep it up, Jim, if it's only a matter of time until you become YouTube's official representative of the drama community. From Bloodborne 2 TLC, 2 for your humble hat salesman, Godspeed. From Richard Slammer, don't forget Naruto x Naruto Turtles in October from IDW. From Matthew, Jim, I've been with you since Internet Aristocrat regarding during Gamergate 1.0. I loved your Finders stream, dunking on Cliffy B and Anita Sarkeesian especially. Well, I'm glad you liked him. 1488 again. Can I get one of your balls after you pass away? No, it's all getting cremated. From Ray Gillette, tell my brother Chelis that he should stop watching VTubers and only and go. I'm gonna guess you're trying to say go outside and touch some grass, and I bet I butchered that name. Got a little emoji from Mud there from Gillian Seed. Jim just went full Johnny Sack with a sig. From You Just Got Pwned 2008. Also check the AI song Cancer Man. Okay, now I think it might actually be repeating on itself here. Oh, you said Rachel Ed says he messed up with the previous chat and wanted to say stop watching Pippa and go outside. 1488. I have tinnitus. I have tinnitus the mill. From Walter Deadman. Should I buy a hat for my tipples? Always buy a hat for your tipples. From Cisco. Do you think Boogie is abusing Desi by pimping her on OnlyFans? I fucking no idea. From Leo, have a $5. Thanks for the years of laughing at tards. Any man with an Asian wife will be a brother of mine. Bring back those Ralpha cups. From Night Trem 10. Heard people saying tinnitus benefit from smoke alarm chirps. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's turn those fuckers on. Oh yeah, then isn't that like pain gating? Wasn't there an episode of House where he was like trying to deal with his leg pain, so he like broke his hand? That sounds like that's what you're suggesting. Like if you want to not deal with the tinnitus, put the most annoying sound in the world on that you could think of. From High Difficulty, Jim, the Aryans attacked my friend with a gas grenade, chlorine bomb. Can you wish him to get better? Well, yes, I can. From Scroats to Magoats, Mr. Beast bought a replica Sonichu medallion as a goof. Fortunately for us, they carry the same power as the real one. Hopefully this means we won't see that soy grin for too much longer. From Doc Nick, miss you, Cancer Man. From Warren Johnson, hey Jim, do you have a social work support? We can register to help you out. Anyway, don't sniff petrol. On Suno AI has a Boogie song. Yeah, I gotta say, Suno AI is pretty great. So is Luma. I'm kind of waiting for somebody to like combine the two to make an all-inclusive AI that can like do not just music but sound, like voices with the video would be fucking amazing. From a Dirt Pants, hey Jim, that dark cancer drawing looks sick. Kind of curious what software and tablet does Jade use to draw on? I'd have to ask since she's totally in control of all that shit. I can't draw for crap. If you've ever noticed, all my image edits are done just dirty and sloppy in paint.net. So fucking, oh, it's so fucking, I don't know what to call it. It's just awful. From Knox, Mrs. Stream, some money for Jade's Fund. Love you guys. From Zach Bunny, Boogie's Gravitational Field resurrected Jim. From Rogster99, please do a DSP Side Scrollers interview react Jimbo. From Fake, the Loki Marvel series is pretty good and worth checking out. And from Literally God, thoughts on Chainsaw Man. Can't believe Fujimoto referenced the most infamous moment in Eva with Asa and Denji in that dirty alley. I think we are caught up. I would give you my thoughts, but my throat is now killing me. The old man's got a limit. Oh my God. I think I got everybody. I think that's Cash App, it's Ko-Fi, and then I just did the super chats. Have I missed somebody? I saw one that just got sent in from A. Been watching since your insane Mime Posse video. Listened to you through the military, and now I listened in college praying for your health. Well, thank you very much. Squirrel Knight, don't need an answer just for old time's sake. Didn't see the first one there. Beyblade Worrisome, thanks for all the great content over the years. Godspeed, Medicare. Okay, God damn, did I miss some? I might have missed some. I've tried, boys. I'm trying to get them all, but the old man's running out of juice here. Let me just, I'll double check one last time. And now it's looping back on itself. Oh, what is it? Weird Guile. The Internet Archive has most of your old stuff. Onion, thanks for streaming, Jim. I made a terrible day better. Well, glad I could help. Richard, because of you, I watched the Andy Ditch documentaries. I don't know if I should have, or if I should thank you or hate you. The stuff is foul. Those are really good. I enjoyed them a lot, to be honest with you. Okay. I think I missed a few. If I missed yours, I really am sorry. I try to get to all of them. We've hit it for like an hour and 20 minutes. The Hatman's falling apart here, boys. The Hatman's falling apart. For those of you that stuck around, thank you very much. That's the last of our Boogie content, again, unless he does like a high dive or something. If he does something to really earn it. If he really goes out of his way to earn some more attention. Like stands in front of a semi-truck. It does like Tipples porn. Maybe we'll cover that one. I don't know. Let's see. How the fuck do I do this raid shit? I did this last time. I actually was able to do this last time. Okay, there's... Oh, okay. No, it's not an edit. Where's it? Okay. Oh, everybody's going to have to give me a second while I figure this out. How to raid on YouTube. I've got to Google search it because I'm so fucking old. Oh, yeah, let's just do that. Okay, yes, I gotta go. All right, let the old man cook. Let's see if we can do this. Oh God. It's like a fucking easy stream setting to do this on. Can we just do that? Can you make it simple for me? No, you can't, can you? No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. And that's not what I want. We'll figure it out. We're gonna do this. We're gonna fucking do this somehow. Old man, figure it out. Come on. Oh, this guy. Oh, that's all. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I think this is it. Oh my God. Yeah, I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it. We're gonna fucking raid the rabbit. I think it's a rabbit. Jesus, I hope it is. I hope that's. You know what? I'm gonna double check because that would be. I sent you to the wrong fucking place. Okay, you know what? Hopefully that's the right channel. That's where it's going. That's where it's going, boys. All right, let's check one more time. Okay, multiple events. Yep. Watch after yours ends. Okay, yep. I think we're set up. Rabbit set up. Oh boy. All right. We're gonna skip the outro song. I'm gonna send you to go raid the rabbit. Go raid the rabbit, boys. Have a nice one. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the upcoming weekend.